It says it's live. It might be live. I don't know. But we're going to believe it. Let's pop out the chat. Let's move the chat over here. What? All right. Chat has popped out. This is cool. I've got 2 monitors. I've got a screen here and a screen here, and I'm now centered on my desk. And the keyboard's not in the shot. Oh man, this is neat. So what we have here are some screens. Who's in there? I see 3 viewers. Who are you? What's up, Vince? Let me hit the invite button here. Copy. And paste. Yes, it was a nice upgrade. The VESA mount was on sale on Amazon Lightning deals. So now I can just like swing the monitor out if I want it to come out. So, whee! So if you guys want to see the monitor, see, look at that. They're both like this. Of course, I don't have the angle set up, so that's still moving. So, but I can move it up, and it'll just stay right there. I mean, minus the twist because, you know, Dave always watches. That is creepy. Also doesn't help that the HDMI cord is too short, so this is pulling on it. So every time I do this, the cord pulls it back that way. So, and boom. Out of camera range. Oh, look at that, and I can see it. It will last 24 hours. What? Oh, it is cleaner. The camera did have to come closer, so I think I lose a little bit more desk space. So I moved the camera up a little higher and aimed it down. So you see a little bit more of the mess down here, which I'm not happy about. But if I want to show things like this atomic, cosmic PLA, I can. It's very sexy. I like it. Yeah, the cleanliness will probably last 24 hours. What up, Sean? That reminds me, you better be on here, Justin. Which is cool. I can read the chats here. And then if I need to see anybody, I can look over here. And if I want, I can move actually everything over to here. Look at that. Oh, boy. Look at that. Oh, now I can look straight ahead and just peek over at chat. This is weird. I'm talking into a camera. I really should put like a cardboard cutout of someone's face, so I'm not staring at an actual camera the entire time. Because the monitor used to be shoved way over the right, so I always had to be facing this way. Now you can see me more straight on and looking to my good direction. This is my good side. See, versus this side. Yeah, see, told you. Bet you didn't know that. All right, I'm gonna finish transferring some files to this computer. Oh yeah. Get a teleprompter. Dave, it was already painful enough getting a very inexpensive monitor over here and a ridiculously good price on a VESA mount. That hurt. That hurt already. I've seen how you can make a teleprompter, though. What's up, Phil? Oh, I do. It's usually the back side or this side. This side. Yeah, this is my younger side. Dinner time. That's not fair. No dinner. No rest for the weary. Hey, Dave, did you check your emails? I sent you an email, Dave. That email might have pictures in it. Just saying. May or may not have pictures in it. Uh-oh. It's this guy. He's not making any noises, but he's here. He's trying to figure it out. All right. Yeah, I was gonna maybe do a TV, but
Testing.
there we go.
Much better. Now you can hear me.
I just have no room. There's an overhead camera here on a boom arm, which I've not tested.
That would be cool.
Yep.
That is the cleanest desk you can see mine. It's an utter freaking disaster right now.
Normal.
Yeah, well, you know, us makers, we can't have an organized desk.
I blame Dave Randolph.
Well, then maybe he should sell an organizer.
He sells the machines and the filament so you can print an organizer.
True, I will give him that.
So he technically sells an organizer.
Your favorite
Poopcocky? I still haven't printed one of those.
Dude, the color is perfect for it.
It's so poopy. I know.
It's so perfect. It's so shitty.
Yeah. And fluorescent.
Oh, it's. Let me get a. Do I have a flashlight? I do have a flashlight. Hold on. Let's see.
You need a UV light, is what you need.
Ah, yeah. That would probably help.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. What was I gonna grab?
My Stream Deck is also right in front of me.
I need to get one of those.
So I can hit the little buttons to do stuff. Let's see if the overhead camera actually works.
Ooh.
Yep, I haven't angled it correctly.
What's that tiny little keyboard next to the Stream Deck?
That is a Raspberry Pi controller.
Oh, so, nice.
Missing from the inside of here, there's usually a little dongle. That's it's not Bluetooth. It is a Bluetooth dongle, but it's only for this thing. So you plug it into any device, and you got a full keyboard and a trackpad.
Oh, that's freaking.
Yeah,
that might actually be more useful than I thought.
So when I work on my Raspberry Pi, this is how I control it instead of having a keyboard and mouse.
That's how you control the robot to eat the pie, right?
Yeah, and then it's powered off of micro USB. You get about 5-6 hours on a full charge, but it's got an on-off switch, so you just turn on when you need it, turn off when you don't, and it pairs within like a second.
That's wicked.
So,
Yes, and Dave needs to get to 5 kilogram rolls, but he's selling 1 kilogram rolls like crazy. So
let's see. I need to move the camera more towards me, which I can't do from here. I need less.
You need a remote motor for. You need to put some extra steppers on the arm and make it move.
It is a very generic boom arm that I use for photography, so it's crank one side, push.
I should get my old camera and old webcam and use that for my desk cam.
That's right. It's called a Mini X1 RII.
Nice, and that's not my camera.
So yeah. I need to figure out like how much. So I got my little 3D printed memory card organizer. Is this thing flat? Oh, it's not. I can put it there.
In Sam's hell.
What's up, Ben Brady?
Where'd it go?
Don't forget, link to being in the chat is over. Well, being in the stream is right there in the chat. Oh, I can go back to me now.
Yes.
Screen, and I can turn overhead on and off. There. Oh, overhead as well as me.
I don't know where that camera went.
Ooh, look at that. If I hit the function key, enter is Control Alt Delete.
Ooh. That's useful. Where is this camera?
Yeah, it's my favorite little keyboard. If I'm ever doing anything that needs like guaranteed keyboard connection, because I don't have any. This is the only wired keyboard. I never had a wired keyboard until I got this computer.
Wireless keyboards are expensive.
They are, and I like them, but it's just like I couldn't justify getting a wireless keyboard for this computer since it's only for streaming.
Right.
But it actually would be nice because then I can just like pull the keyboard out and set it down where I need it and then put it, somewhere. Now it's kind of pinned. Like I can pull it as far as the cord will let me. And the cord is really long. Like this is a gaming one, so it's got a really long cord and backlit keys. They don't change colors.
Oh.
They're just backlit. Thank the Lord Jesus.
Mine change colors, but I have a red setup. Everything's red.
Yeah, everything.
Keyboard's red,
right
lights are red. Purple, I'll give you purple. Where is that old camera?
I ate it.
I'm sure you did.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I'm getting used to being in the center of my desk now. This is weird.
That is. So I finally changed the spacers out on my middle one back to
Uh-oh.
spacers, and the bed is completely just tilted in the bed visualizer. So.
Well, fix it, damn it.
I don't know how. Actually, I probably do. Hold on.
Yell at it till it makes bacon?
No. All I've got to do is adjust the hex screws on each end of the rods. Just a little.
What? You can't tell me that this person's around.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Zebra?
Oh, what's up, Zebra? Zebra.
I mean, we can't hear him, but he's here.
No. He's somewhere. I'm going to go be right back.
We can kind of hear him. He talked a little louder, and I heard a grunt.
Can you hear me now?
Slightly, but it was very difficult.
Can you hear me now?
That's better.
All right. Stupid computer can't figure out hard to find out what to use.
Yeah, man, that's the tough part about streaming is having your setups the way you want it. Man, I gotta admit though, a 4K monitor is way smoother than a 1080p monitor.
Yes. What 4K do you have?
The Samsung 890.
Nice. I got the BenQ 4K 32 inch. And
yeah, this is just a 28.
Additional monitors. The 32 inch. It's a big freaking monitor.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do this. I'll show you. I'll show
the
you
28's enough. Now that I have it on this tilty thing, I can literally just lift it up and slide it over to me, and now I can work on my stuff.
Nice. I'm adding myself.
This is amazing.
Whoa. Sorry.
Justin again.
Wow.
Sorry, trying to mute it.
Is that me? Or is that
No.
Justin?
No, that was me.
Justin.
Okay.
I really like these Vesa mounts.
Add me. Add the number.
Yeah.
2. So that's my desk.
That's a lot of little tiny monitors.
No, it's 32 inch, 29 inch ultra wide, 29 inch ultra wide, and streaming monitor with the camera.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah, that Sony A6000. So, whoa.
Let's see what
Kid's
I have
got
here.
some conversation.
Oh yeah. Let me go to Discord. I can log in from my phone.
Sean, you can get larger rolls, just not from Printed Solid. 3D Fuel makes 4 kilos.
Atomic has
3.5. Push Plastic has, if I remember, 1s, 2, 3s, 5s, 10s, and 25s. Something like that. So, yeah, Sean, look at what's up, Christian Travis. Look at Push Plastic. Whoa.
Hold on.
You're fired.
Hold on. No, I'm not fired.
You are
no,
fired.
Justin's fired.
No, that's what happens on Monday, right?
Nope.
Friday.
Nope, never.
No, I know, but that's what happens come Monday, right?
Yeah?
One can hope. What the hell?
Why does it rotate correctly? Yeah, so here's the
It doesn't like you.
24 inch.
Oh,
There's the
go.
28 inch.
Ooh,
There's the
and,
computer back there.
NZXT case?
So
Yeah.
if we're gonna compare
Ooh,
setups,
we got Grubby with his slow cam.
it's on Wi-Fi. I don't know.
Ah,
So there's mine.
nice.
There's
It's
also all of the
two curved
Jessies I've ever
27s.
printed.
Oof.
Nice. The one in the corner is a 24 that I got cheap, but it's actually my Pi. I can switch it between my desk kit computer and my work computer, which is over here, and then that's one of my work 27s.
Nice. Yeah. I'm tempted to sell all my monitors and just get a single 49-inch ultra wide.
I'd like one, but I can't justify the cost.
$800 for the right one.
Yeah.
Unless you go crazy.
That's on my Jesse PLA that I don't know what I'm doing with.
You send that to Chris so he prints stuff with it.
No, I will print stuff with it. I just bought it because,
Yeah.
he had it.
Oh yeah,
So
you have to.
and the transition rolls, I got 4 transition rolls.
And there he goes.
Oh, your audio just decided to go.
Yep.
Sounded like a robot.
Mine did?
Yeah, sounded like a robot for a second.
Yes. You gone robotic.
Am I back to being normal or? Okay, I
For
think
the
it was just me turning my camera off.
I bet you it was.
I mean, I've never been normal, but you know.
Pretty much. I trust it.
All right, back to syncing, shipping.
Syncing and shipping. Oh, are you playing poker?
No, I'm playing U-boat.
Oh,
All right, we need to dive.
it's an interesting game.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that I've gotten to see the miracle that are these, I would love to have one that's taller than this above and have 4 monitors.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what I actually have, that 24 that I have that's connected to my Pi,
Mhm.
and then also switches between. What I use that one for is actually normally it's rotated 90 degrees, and I have like if I'm doing coding or documents or anything, that's my reading screen.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
what's nice is I can rotate any of these without
Yeah.
having to try. It just
Yeah.
Yep.
twist them.
You need at least 3. So doubling
Yes.
obviously doubles your work output, but 3 makes it really nice.
And 4 is useful if you just use the 4th as a spare, like streaming.
Yeah.
See, the only issue is I have no more width. I have
Well, get a
expanded
big-
the width of the table, and there's another thing in the way there.
Well, it's
Yeah,
time
That's
to-
why I need the
to
2
remodel.
up here.
I wanted to do
Take the
320.
monkey out.
I don't have
What's
enough
up, Michael Cassell?
just to do them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
One
I'm
day.
I'm tempted. I mean, I can get $500 for my BenQ, so that'd get me half the way there.
I've been using an iMac for like 8
Ever.
years, so
Yeah.
it's so hard. It's so hard seeing pixels again.
Hmm.
So when you say iMac, are you talking like the original one with the fancy curve, or were you a little bit more recent than that?
More when they went to the aluminum body ones and the
Oh.
4K screens. I bought one of the first 4K screen ones,
Nice.
and then they went to 5K, and I got a
Yep.
5K one, and it's just like,
Well, you're a photographer. You need that.
yeah, but it's so weird. That's why I bought this 4K. I'm like, oh, it's not a 5K, but it's also not $800. And
Yeah.
then I'm putting this 1080p monitor here. I'm like, holy shit, I can see pixels.
Mm-hmm.
And like my beard is so sharp, it's like got dots everywhere. I'm like, I would say the brightness is really nice. This is a near bezel-less monitor, so it only has a 1mm bezel all the way around the 3 top and 2 sides.
Samsung just came out with a TV like that.
Yeah, dude, they've had TVs that are like a 1/4 inch thick. It's
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous.
Well, give it time. We'll be printing them, as my old dentist
Yeah.
used to say. We'll be actually.
Polymate's going to switch from 3D printed speakers to 3D.
Well, no, they're
printed
thinking
televisions.
of actual physical printer. That all it does is lay down the PCB and the whatever surface they're going to be printing on.
Shoot, I didn't grab my water bottle.
Go grab it then.
I need to hydrate, bro.
You
I'm
do
a
it.
hydro homie.
You should turn the green super Warkocki into a water bottle.
You should turn the green super Warkocki into a
Yeah.
keg.
Yes. I agree wholeheartedly with that.
Interesting.
Hope that helped.
Okay, I now backed up all those images.
You would.
Checked. And I will
All right, so that's
I
pretty
will-
nicely.
quit for now. Yes.
You would.
Oh, Devin's here.
Oh,
She
great.
is. She's been here.
Hi, Devin. Are you going to get on stream again tonight?
And Michael,
Promise.
how's the computer build?
Bet you Michael has done 3 things to it since the
Mhm.
last time we chatted.
Dude, if I was anywhere near where he lived, I would have come and built the damn thing for him. Because
Aw.
I wouldn't wait. When I went to Micro Center and got all my stuff, 5 hours later, the thing was up and running. So,
Yeah, that's how it
I
was
would
when I
have
got all
built
the
his
parts for this
computer.
computer.
It might not have still been at his house when I left, but I would have built his computer.
oh yeah, yeah, exactly.
Oh, desk space.
What's that?
Chris is all right.
I like my Picard 2020 data sticker though.
I do have
I
to
don't.
admit,
I don't put stickers on my car. But
I should have cleaned my desk before I put stuff back on. So I had to drill a hole since this desk has a 5-inch lip.
Mhm.
Oh,
So there's no way you can clamp onto it.
Right.
So,
So you had to use the through desk mount. You did it a hole for it.
yeah, so I couldn't find the proper drill bit, so I used a hole bit and that just shot sawdust everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm like, every time I put my arm down, I'm like, ugh, sawdust. Why am I wiping on the floor? I just got to clean that later. Telling you.
You just gotta store more things in Monkey's space.
Yo, what up, Matt from Jake? Dude, I already only give him a 10 by 10 corner. Like, I have that half. I mean, there's... Hey, Dave, if you're still here, how many colors of Jesse do you have? Because I think I counted. I think I do have
I think
every
it's 42.
Yeah, I do have 42
Oh,
Jesse's printed.
Damn, I'm slacking. I don't have 42 colors.
Well, that one kid has 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of each.
That's just awesome. That's just that's just cool. I'm happy that he was able to get that many colors.
What? Is this where we get free Simonkeys? We don't have any Simonkeys here.
This is going to be interesting. Oops.
So that means if I want to work on something,
you can work on stuff there.
I can be like, I also got to clean up my icons, so I put all the games and apps that I don't use on this side, and I have all the it makes me look like I'm a professional person on this side.
Yeah, no.
You should take a page out of my desktop icons.
Here, let me share my screen.
One of my coworkers he literally everything goes on the desktop. He does not know the thought of folders.
Oh, my old boss was like that.
Yeah.
You couldn't find anything on
this.
his
This is my desktop.
Nice.
It's like
I like that. That's nice.
Yeah, it's bare minimum.
You don't need much. That's what folders are for, and that's what folders inside folders are for.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, all I have is like the basics. So I've got my Firefoxes and all my different slicers.
Yeah.
Did I have no? I removed S3D permanently. No, I still got it. I still got Simplify 3D. So Simplify 3D, Prusa Slicer, Idea Maker, and something else probably. I need to reorganize these. This goes this way. And Streamlabs, streaming stuff needs to go down here. I haven't really done anything.
Really? Again with this? No, one of my stepper drivers is being stupid.
I blame the guy known as Grubby Zebra.
I would too.
Yeah.
What did I do?
Exactly.
What didn't you do?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you because I'm shooting my deck gun and it's going off in my ear.
So my X-axis stepper, it works great most of the time, and then the rest of the time it'll just do that. It'll run into the end and be like, I'm not sure I'm there yet.
Nice.
There we go. Now I feel better. It's got a weird flickering on my mouse, though, when I share that screen.
Idea Maker or what? I have that issue with Idea
See what
Maker.
Idea Maker does when I open it on the screen. Oh, it works fine now.
Nice.
The mouse is just flickering a bit, so... God, the colors are different on each monitor.
Oh, yeah. You got to do some color calibration.
And what else can I load up? Oh, man, I can run SolidWorks at one time. Dang. Nice. I can play CSGO.
And something else?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, and something else.
Yeah. Well, I've been playing in windowed for the last, forever.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I gave up on you, Justin.
Yeah, it's okay. I've been busy, and then, of course, I forgot about this whole week I've been off. And
Likewise story.
Yeah. I've been off the whole week. I probably could have flown with you. Probably.
Oh. So Michael could still eventually be able to play games with us. That'd be cool.
Yeah, and stream at the same time.
What? Say it ain't so.
It's so.
Oh, he said it so. Damn it. Dave, don't send that guy any more Jesse. He said it so.
Hey, if I send him money, he might want to send me something.
Well, he doesn't have to send you Jesse. He can send you...
That's true.
The spools in a box and be like, yeah, this is all the new Invisifilament.
hey, that'll save me a lot of space, though. I'll send them right back. 3D print a few middle fingers and send them back.
Yeah, Michael, so good luck getting a 3080.
Yeah, you're months out, potentially. I mean,
yeah.
That was.
I'm just waiting to see what they come out with the quadros with the Ampere.
Yep. AMD's gonna have some
I'm
better.
just waiting for the
Or
yeah,
AMD.
I'm waiting for the AMD ones just because they work better with everything that I do.
Yep. I'm running an AMD card. I love it, but I will wait 2 to 3 generations unless I absolutely have to have it, which I don't. So
Yeah. Well, this was like $150 card, so
that's not bad.
it's whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to do any gaming on here, but I guess I did. And then I just
All of a
realized that
sudden.
SolidWorks and Fusion, all these programs, use your graphics card, and
Oh, yeah.
SolidWorks in particular work better with Radeon cards. They get it they do the certification through Radeon, so it runs faster through there.
Right.
Well, I mean, the Quadro cards are also ISV certified for SolidWorks.
Yeah, but who can afford those?
That's what I've been running for. I don't know. I guess probably as long as I've been using SolidWorks.
Nice.
But I buy mobile workstations, so not only is it expensive because it's Quadro, it's expensive because it's a freaking MXM laptop card.
Right.
Yeah.
We get a nice view of Warkocki's desktop.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's better than getting a nice view of Warkocki's Warkocki.
You're not wrong. We get enough. Well, no, that's over in that corner way over there.
Let's see.
The big green Warkocki.
How do I figure out what graphics card I have installed?
You go to the button with the things.
Because I figured out how to find.
You can just do dxdiag.exe. Just go down in your search thing, type in dxdiag.
dxdiag, yep.
dxdiag.
Yep.
Run command. Yes. And still doesn't tell me what graphics card.
Should. It's going to take it a minute to run.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Andrew, we talked about it. We definitely talked about NVIDIA 3080.
Yep.
That doesn't say anything.
It will. Hold on.
Hit
display. Display
Radeon
one.
RX 590.
I had one. If I'd known you needed one, I could have sent you one. I have one sitting in the closet.
Hey, now this is 8 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, this one's. I think I've got 8 gigs, but I've got the 5700 XT.
Yeah, I have 8 gigs, which is just shows you how old my card is. Because mine was the top end card when I bought it.
Right. Oh. Well, what are you, 5 generations back?
No, I'm on. What am I? 2 generations. It's equivalent to a 1080. So yeah, 2 generations back.
Right. That did not help me adjusting that bed. Oh my god.
I just feel bad for 2080 owners who are like, well, there goes my investment.
Oh, I know. Yeah, they spent all that money. I mean, everybody was saying don't buy the 2080s because they're the proof of concept for that type of card. Wait till the next generation. Everybody ran out and bought them.
Yeah.
Sucks to be you.
And then miners are all like, wait, I can just buy this 3090.
So you have, yay, my card's better than yours, Chris.
Oh boy.
Better than my 590?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think both of ours are, heck, my cell phone's probably better than the 590.
But not by much. The 590 ranks 66 on this bench list, and mine's at 53.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, I had a pretty decent bench score, but it's because I have the 8-core Ryzen 7.
Yeah, that's what's killing me right now is I'm freaking I'm CPU bound, and I was gonna upgrade the CPU. I was gonna actually send the computer to somebody to swap the CPU.
You can do that.
Well, the problem is it's a Kaby Lake, and you can't put a Coffee Lake onto a Kaby Lake socket because they're not electrically compatible. So
you need a new socket.
Need a new motherboard.
Yeah, you can't get a new motherboard.
Why?
Because the next year they changed the form factor.
They changed the screws form, like the actual mounting screw form factor?
Like the actual layout and size and everything of the of the motherboard, because the 7720 was the last of this case, and the 7730, 40.
Is it a Dell case?
It's a laptop. The
Oh, okay.
Dell
Yeah.
Precision laptop.
Yep. That explains it.
So, yeah, so I should have bought a 7730 when I bought this instead of a 20, and then I would have been a little more future-proof. But oh well.
I like it.
Didn't a company just came out with a computer where you can change memory and processor and everything?
I love 20-pound laptops.
Yes.
It's 9 pounds.
Yeah, that's
not bad.
It's the lightest.
lot.
It's the lightest one I've owned.
Mm-hmm.
So the previous generation, before they went to the 7000 series, they all had they used the socketed mobile processors with pin grids, so you could swap out the processor. Everything else on this is swappable. Motherboard, RAM, hard drive, graphics card, everything. But the mobile processors, starting with the 7th gen Intels, were the ball grid array socket, and so they're actually soldered onto the board, so you can't upgrade them without a lot of fussing.
Yes.
I should order more RAM and put 64 in here.
I've got 64. I can tell you it's very nice because you can run everything.
Oh, I've got 64. I will still run out of RAM.
Flight Simulator will use up that RAM very quickly.
Because you have Chrome.
No,
I use Firefox now.
No, I run out of RAM when I'm doing rendering and analysis in SolidWorks. It'll heat that RAM up real quick.
Yeah, Mike will sell 128 gigabits.
Well, that's the computer I was looking to buy it to replace this. It was a Xeon with a Quadro RTX 5000 in it, and it had 100. It could go up to 128 gigs.
Yeah, someone in the community just upgraded their computer to 256 gigs.
But I decided not to because NVIDIA announced their Ampere cards. I'm like, well, I'm not going to spend the premium on getting a Turing. I'll wait till the Ampere cards come out. Wait till AMD comes out with what they have to comp to it.
Yeah. I'm not even in the market.
Nope.
I replace them every 3 or 4 years. I'll replace it.
Mm-hmm.
So I got about another year left on it, and then I'll be looking to upgrade.
That would mean I have like 3 more years. I think.
Here's my 8-year-old MacBook Pro right here.
Well,
it still works.
Sell mine.
It still works.
My wife won't let me hang on to them. She says anytime a new computer comes in, a computer has to go out.
Yeah, I had to donate a bunch of mine. I had a Dell XPS 720 Super Tower. That was a fun computer.
What? It's the princess.
Kick her out.
Hi. Welcome back. We missed you.
All right, let me kick her out real quick.
Wow. Hey, Devin, where's my logo you're supposed to send me a preview of?
It's tattooed on her butt.
No, it is buried under
to,
distance learning.
You have to.
Okay.
You have to sign up for her OnlyFans to see your logo.
2 weeks ago, you told me. Oh, thanks. Yeah, and I'm the one paying you in filament.
Hey, is Bob coming on tonight?
I don't know. No. It's Friday night. He could be, Yeah.
Let's see if he's
doing the wife.
You don't want to hear that. You're just downstairs.
He's heard it enough. He's got earplugs. That's what his headphones are for.
That's what these big earmuffs are for, man. Are you on work clock, Robbie? Are you killing U-boats on the work clock?
No. I work 4/10, so I'm off.
Okay.
It's my weekend.
It's the weekend.
There's a weekend?
Yes, it's at the end of the week. Hence.
But how was your week off, Justin?
It's nice. There's only 2 more days left. I'm not happy about it. I need another week.
Well, how much PTO do you have?
Not enough. I have enough for 2 more days.
Never enough.
Yeah. No. And then I'm going to go back, and my stomach turns when I think about going back to work. So.
Ooh,
it could be worse. You could be the one to install 4 more monitors down here.
I'd be okay with that.
Dave, I am sad as well. Rest in peace, RBG.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's official. 2020 owes me my money back.
Yeah.
No, we're not there yet. It's Betty White. We lose Betty White this year. That's when. back.
To be fair, I'd rather keep someone that actually makes
True.
good policies happen than
I'll give you that
Betty
one.
White, but I'd rather not lose
I
either of
love
them.
Betty White. Don't get me wrong, but if I had to choose,
Yeah.
it would have been Betty White.
Stupid thing again. Really? Sure.
Change your system
I'm
thing.
gonna have to. I know.
Just move it up or down one, whichever way it's.
I know.
So down one, I guess.
More sensitive down one.
Devin,
Yeah.
do you like my monitor?
I do
Set up
like
now?
your monitor.
It's Andrew.
Hey.
Hey, baby.
2021 will not be any better, Dave. It'll just be we'll be complacent with the status quo.
We'll just get more and more desensitized.
We're already there.
I blame Andrew because he's in Scotland, and
Yes.
Scotland can save the world. They sent us Sean Connery, and he didn't fix it.
Yes.
Well,
the
problem is that Scotland's still hanging on to the UK. They need to just go back to being Scotland.
It's just because we've got a bunch of steel.
We got a bunch of steel. We need Scotland Yard to come investigate America and figure out what's wrong with it.
I can tell you what's wrong
Yeah,
with it.
so I can tell you what's wrong with it too.
And you're
Do
going
you
to
know
be
what the
like, we
craziest
found
thing
everything.
is about America is that the historical categories of books are actually wrong.
Mhm.
The only place you can get true facts about America is in Scotland and England.
Well, yeah,
How does that work? You can't even get it in the country you're in.
because the winners write their own history book.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
that's the thing, though. That's the big problem is we didn't let the winners write the history book. We wrote the losers write the history book.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Come on. Oh, well.
Yeah. I blame
Let's
people
try.
in Texas.
Yes.
I think I absolutely agree.
What did you read?
Dave, yes, 2038 things will be better.
2038, when the robots take over, will be
No,
awesome.
that was supposed to be like next year, isn't it?
No, 2038 is going to suck because that's the first year of my retirement, and there's not going to be any Social Security money left.
That's right. They keep dipping into
Dude,
that.
I'm 32. There is not. I don't expect to have anything when I retire.
I'm going to be dead.
I
before
just flat out
get
don't
able
plan on
to retire.
retiring.
Yeah. That's
Devin, you're a teacher. You never get to retire.
Yeah.
I'm trying to talk my wife into letting me retire to the UK.
Come to Scotland. We'll accept you.
Okay. We'll be heading your way next.
You
after
should
November.
tell your household to get on stream.
I was actually looking at doing the Irish citizenship thing. The problem is I'm one generation too far removed, so my mom would have to do it.
It's Marcy and Renee.
If you've lived in Scotland for 5 years, you're then a Scottish citizen.
Well, there was another thing where it was like if your grandparent was born in Scotland, or Scotland, you said yes. If your grandparent was born in Ireland, you can apply. But it was my great grandfather that was Irish born. My grandfather was here.
But Dave, who gets the filament line when you die?
Yeah, me.
The dog. The dog gets the filament line.
I'm curious, Dave, how much would it? You should make an item number. You should make a legitimate item for this. Because I saw the thing you did with Make-A-Wish for that kid. You should make a legitimate item of one of every color of Jessie. Because I'm curious as to what it cost.
Dave does buy 5, get 1 free sometimes.
Okay,
So
but without any promotions, just like what would the one of every single color of Jessie cost?
42 times 20. So $840.
Renee, the only sexy person here is Chris.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all you come here for.
But the sex appeal is gone because of that beard.
Ooh, I'll leave
Really?
the door
Do you not
unlocked.
like
Whoever
beards?
gets. She doesn't like face hair.
I do not like face hair.
Renee, you're already Scottish and Quebecan.
Quebecan.
Or Vancouveran. I can't remember.
I'm Polish, Welsh, Italian.
I'm
Whoish?
Polish.
My grandfather was Polish, my grandma was Welsh, and my dad's Italian.
Nice.
Oh man.
So
I'm a mongrel.
your grandmother, right? That was Polish.
Yep.
Was she a
No, it was my
a war
granddad.
immigrant? grandfather, was he a war immigrant?
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was. Well, actually, it's a good story. Has anyone seen the movie Hurricane on Netflix?
Nope.
It's a story about the squadron called the 305. What was the Polish regiment that had joined? My grandfather was actually part of it. He had asthma, and they found out, and they grounded him. And literally the next week after they grounded him, most of his squadron died.
Wow.
So
Yeah, my
he-
grandfather was a Polish pilot in the war as well, and
He
met
became
my
a
grandmother
mechanic.
in England.
Why divide by 5?
Why are you
The only
not
problem
a
was
thumb
I have
he
math?
always lived with regret after
Plus
Let's say
that, so
37 times
he was never the
19.
same.
Oh.
Plus 5 times 20.
I thought that was divide by 5 times 20.
No, that's a plus.
I'm
Renee-
dyslexic, give
Renee,
me a
how
break.
did you get that Quebecan in you? Did you
Oh,
shove it in
Jesus
there, or did you?
If you've got a Scottish family that had lived here for 20 years or more, then technically you are classed as a Scottish citizen
Nice.
because you still have your right to claim. That's why a lot of Americans actually move to Scotland, because it's very easy for them to get citizenship.
That's good to know.
Renee, I want to see the videotapes.
No.
See, Dave, that's the thing. I teach engineering, which is
Grubby,
math.
you don't have to watch it. They can send it to me on their own time. Thank
It's
God you're not a
very
math
great
teacher.
what you're talking about.
Right? Has anyone else heard about all this fusion stuff that's going on with the free
Yes.
fusion?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
David,
trying to
that would
sort
be
stuff now.
$803. You should just make $810 surprise pack and throw in, I don't know, a free sticker. Just Jesse
and a-
Deluxe.
No, what
Jesse
Dave needs
Deluxe
to
kit
do-
comes with a case of Airheads.
There you go.
What Dave needs to do is tell Bontek to send him some more damn thumb screws, because every time I go
Yes.
to order my shit, he's out of thumb screws.
Yeah. I might have an extra couple. I bought extra parts. And if
How are
Dave
those
doesn't
magnets
have
coming?
it, they haven't yet. I spent the whole
Okay.
day cleaning.
I know.
I woke up at 7 and have been cleaning / organizing.
Why'd you get up that damn early?
Well,
He also-
because I had to clean and organize and get stuff done, and then other projects were handed to me, and I edited for a bit.
Now you're streaming.
Yes.
He also needs to create a SKU for pretzels, so I can pay him for my pretzels that he's going to include in the box instead of Airheads.
That's right. The pretzel delivery service. I order those by the truckload. It's insane. I don't know what the hell everyone is doing with them. They're eating them, Dave. They're eating them. Airheads are delicious. Have you had the Airhead minis, the little bite-size Airheads?
They're so good.
Yes. I literally just take handfuls of them like Skittles and shove them in my mouth. I'm just like, my mouth is chewy.
My mouth is chewy.
I just made a new
Thanks, it's
paint
cheap.
shaker.
I now want Airheads, so I'm tempted to order a roll of Jesse just for an Airhead.
I mean,
$20 Airhead.
yeah.
You know, I do recommend the whale blue gray or whatever he calls it.
Blue whale gray. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that blue. This color right here.
I'm not allowed to buy any more filament this week.
Why?
Oh.
Only this week.
I bought 13 rolls the other nights.
But did you get
did
any
it for-
atomic graphite, cosmic
Yeah.
graphite?
Yeah, you have to
No.
get some of that. Oh,
Oh my god.
that's the
That
whole
looks
issue.
sexy.
It's ridiculous.
Um,
If I can get this bed freaking fixed, I can print with it.
I ordered 13 of the same color.
Technically, the weekend's tomorrow night.
Why'd you do that?
It's for R2.
You're making R2?
You didn't know this? Beep, boop,
No.
beep.
I'm making dinner. I'll try to get the kids online. Gordon has not been feeling well for the past few days. That's because it's called hearts. His heart is hurting because he hasn't seen Devin in a while.
No,
He's still
Yeah.
recovering.
no.
I know how that
I
is.
feel like rubbish
If
today,
anything,
but
he
I'll
never,
work
he never
today.
wants to talk to me again.
He's
He definitely would still talk to you.
he's yearning for the Devin.
No, no.
Yearning for the big D.
Yep. Devin's blushing again. and giggling.
Devin, I talked to Gus yesterday. I mean,
Who's
Gus?
Gus?
you remember Gus, the one that I brought on stream. You thought was cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
is Gus watching?
He is not currently watching.
Oh, Gus.
Did he hear me say that?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Wait, he did?
What? Who did?
Gus.
I don't know what he did.
No, did he hear me say that after he left the stream?
Yes.
Chris
Oh my
Travis, it is ludicrous sexy.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
I don't
I
know
didn't
what is
tell
ludicrous
him,
sexy,
don't
but
worry.
it is.
I didn't tell him. Not that mean.
I didn't tell him either,
Well, you don't know Gus.
but I did tell Gordon.
You don't know Jack either.
Oh my God, I can finally make you don't know Jack play.
There you go.
Right. Yeah, I've got a customer at the moment who wants me to design him a big 3D printer, and I'm trying to cost it at the moment. He wants
Big
500,
printers.
500 by 900.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Just have him buy a Modix big 180 or whatever.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to spend like $9,000 on one.
Well, then I guess he's gonna not have for that size, man. You can't even do a Vor on that size. It won't work so well.
I'll be right back.
You would.
We'll be right here.
Yeah. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey, Jester. So, what should I print next on the raise? I'm in the mood to do something big.
Another big Warkocki. Actually, no, a poop cocky.
Nah.
Why not?
Because I don't get the obsession with poop.
Why not?
Just now.
Everybody poops.
I don't poop. Girls don't poop.
Obviously.
No, they turd.
I am back.
I could do a giant Jesse or a giant safety Joel.
I do a giant Jesse.
What, you leave a giant Jesse in your toilet? Is that what you're calling it now?
Hey, Jerry.
3D printing and painting.
Hi,
Sure
Jerry.
paints a lot.
Sorry I wasn't on your stream. As you can tell, I've had like an hour's sleep, so kind of
You
feeling
would.
a little bit better.
Let's see here.
I hate the
Yeah,
damn shotgun.
Actually, that's the first time I've seen the Modex.
What?
That's the first time I've seen the Modex. That's the first time I've actually known
It's
about
a
a Modex.
big freaking printer.
I couldn't find anything about any printers that were 900.
It's
Those-
massive.
So, all right, let's have a look. 1,000 by 600. 600. Oh, I could do. Big 120. Now, how can I find out about
Who's
it?
making that sound?
I don't know. It sounds like someone's banging something.
Well, it is Chris's stream, so
Normal.
and some feedback.
Oh,
What feedback?
whiplash.
Jester, I got 13 rolls of gray, and I'm excited.
Who's making that sound?
Not me.
Probably Grubby.
Probably.
What's that?
What are you banging?
Oh, that's my son hammering. Or he's
Ah.
doing dishes in his play kitchen. That's what he's doing.
Nice.
Someone's not happy.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay.
Something broke. What, did he break
Chester
something?
got 13 rolls of filament. Ooh.
I know what he's complaining about. He's trying to get the little stove burner to light up, and it's not lighting up because he's killed the batteries in it.
Ah. Well,
So he's getting mad.
Damn.
whoa. I don't know, kids. That did hurt.
Ran into a.
Ooh.
That was bad.
Oh. Wow.
Sorry, I hope no one actually had my jaw crack there. Kind of a problem with me at the moment. Well, actually, I've had it for quite a while.
Wow.
It's when you've been punched in the face and played rugby for that long that you've had your jaw dislocated so much that you can just do it on
I can
command.
do that too. Can you do your shoulders?
I used to be able to, actually. I can't really do it on command anymore. There you go. I can't really do it that as much. It starts to hurt after a while, but how many times I've been punched in the face and playing rugby and have someone just put their shoulder, full force of their shoulder going, and you're just it's hanging down here, and you just crack it back in.
Yeah.
The same with my knees. My knees just dislocate by themselves, although
Same.
I really don't want that to happen anymore.
No, if I
that
stand up
hurts.
straight, my knees stick out further than my butt. They bend back so far.
TMI.
I can literally grab my kneecaps and pull them up and down because
Same.
they think I've got patellofemoral maltracking. But it's actually just damage to both knees. They wanted to replace them, and then they went back on their word, as per the normal NHS does. So they were going to replace both of my kneecaps, and they were going to start off with my right and then go on to my left. And then I went in for my MRI. They did my left knee, what's the one that isn't as bad, and then said, oh yeah, no further action needed, as they always seem to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yet I've got 6 years worth of medical documentation that states that the x-ray shows severe wearing and damage to my muscles on my knees. I've got 27 people who had actually written a statement stating that they had actually seen my knee bend over itself and had heard it dislocate and seen how much pain I was in and see me have to try and pop it again, to the point of where I was at Tesco's and they've got it on a recording, and my knee dislocated whilst I was walking was so loud that an attendant at the end of the aisle came running down thinking that I had slipped and snapped my knee in half because it made such a pop that they thought that I had literally broken my knee.
Interesting. Also
Yeah.
scary.
Yes. Ooh, what am I getting shot by already?
You're playing again?
Oh, always.
I played Fall Guys in
Oh,
class
it's
today.
Trying to
Tom!
get better at it.
It's Tom, Film and Frenzy.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey, how?
Hey, ho,
Hey
ho.
ho, Cotton Eye Joe.
Send us some filament, you crazy ass foe. I don't know.
Okay.
It's been a while since someone made an appearance.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Pixel's butthole.
Hi. What you doing? You a good kitty?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Hi.
Oh, that's gonna make my video go away.
Pixel? What are you doing? Hi.
Wow.
0.12 layer height. What?
What's the difference between the Z and the X? Secondary print head. Oh, right, okay. What's the difference between the X? Why would you need a secondary print head? Only leave one.
Tom, he does that on occasion.
Don't start with me, Devin.
Filter. Oh, it
Let's
has a
see
built-in
here.
filter with it? Ooh. that's
Hi.
nice.
Dang.
I don't want a dual print head.
I don't know why that doesn't work.
Leveling caster.
Try and do that thing where you can use Chrome to share a window and shares the audio with that window, and it's not working. It just says, I cannot access that screen. Please try again. Share with audio. Share. This browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen. But it only happens when I want to share the audio.
Oh, man.
Guess I'll go to Bookface and go to the StreamYard thing and see if it's ever happened before.
You mean face crack?
Yes. Let me search something here. Share screen audio.
That's body 2. Which one's body 2? Yeah.
I hate this damn shotgun.
Huh. Let's see. Swings. Okay. Reading. Let's see. Sure. Is there troubleshooting? Interesting. They didn't make this easier.
Why do I have so many emails?
Because you're silly.
Because you're an email person.
I don't like email.
What? You want people to send you letters?
Yes.
No, I hate spam email.
You should delete it then.
3D printed kneecap.
Or use an application that you can set as spam.
Hey, it's Josh. Hey, Josh.
Hey, Josh. There's
He's
a
doing
link
a
to join the stream.
Yeah. You should link him to the stream.
I know Josh is doing a stream in 2 days. Hola, Maquitos. I'm a taquito.
You look like one.
Let me search for... Yes, see? Billy Rubin will be on. I knew it.
Oh, nice.
Access screen. Let's see. Don't die, Andrew. Don't die.
I'm dying.
No
Don't
dying
die.
allowed.
Yep. It's already a bad 2020. All right. All right. Let's open that up. And let's crop. How do I crop? That's the crop button. And enter. And save. Working on it. And I'll make this thing called error.
Called air? Yes.
Yes, error. And let me pop this up and drag that over here. And Facebook. Oh, well, let's try this out. Oh, yeah, I can bring my keyboard right to me.
Lies.
I mean, I'm doing it right now. It's right here. It's on screen.
Lies.
Fine. You win this time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I never win. Never.
Well, you should try harder.
Nah, I'm good.
And using Chrome. Any thoughts?
1 + 1 = 2.
That's not a thought. And don't take Devin's job.
I'll always take Devin's job.
Okay, you can.
I'd love to
you can
see
do that.
Justin as a teacher.
Yeah, no.
Well, the art teacher's trying to get me fired, so you can have my job. It's probably going to be open soon.
Only thing is, I'm not moving to Texas.
Well, you could. They're doing e-learning anyway. It's okay.
True.
You could build a robot.
Oh God, no.
It's not that hard. But
All
you're
right,
not
kids,
building
we're gonna make a
robot.
working C-3PO. Go ahead and get started.
Yep.
It's not a robot. You actually have to have 3 competition
Oh,
robots
screw that. Ooh, I'm getting shot at.
with 3 different.
Yeah, but C-3PO
rules.
is 3 different robots because he's a translator. He's public relations, and he can move stuff. So he's
Lies.
3 robots in one. I'm not lying.
That's not how that works.
I don't know.
Well, that's how I want it to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's just not how it works.
That's a good question. Is Tom, Filament Frenzy, a cat person or a dog person or other? Today, on the FDM Lounge, we grill Tom Jackson on random questions that have nothing to do with anything, but I'm going to ask him anyway.
Perfect.
Okay, dokie.
Hey, small dog person. Oh, well, you're not small.
What?
Josh, are you streaming?
Is Josh streaming?
Maybe. Let me take a look at what YouTube says. Because he's streaming, I'll hop off and everyone can join.
Shane from Fugatech is streaming.
Apple cider or apple juice?
Apple juice.
Apple juice.
Ooh. Apple cider beer.
I'm allergic to cider.
Yes.
What? Is it the spices and herbs?
No, it's the fermentation process.
Oh.
Something to do with like got IBS, but with cider it reacts with my stomach lining, so I literally just my entire guts turn inside out because of it.
Oh, I don't see
I learnt that the hard way.
apple cider iced lolly. Ooh,
Yeah,
that sounds fancy.
My missy makes them.
I don't know
So
what
you
I
know,
would eat.
What's that other one called? Creme
Fraiche?
No, it's a cider. Kopperberg. She makes
Cockburn.
lollies out of that. Yeah, it's a cider, flavored cider.
Huh, peach tea with peach crown royal, says Chris Travis.
That sounds
I
good.
don't really like peach tea anymore. I used to love it, but see now, tastes.
With IBS, it is from the starch content in the apples. Interesting.
Oh.
Do grapes have less starch? The world wants to know.
I can drink wine, so.
I'll be right back.
Oh, Justin's gonna go poop.
He's got to drop
Always
the deuce.
pooping.
He's got to drop the triplets at the pool.
He's got to take the kids to the Super Bowl. Interesting. See, this is why Renee's on here. She's full of fun facts. How goes your backing up of all your files?
Not very well at the moment. I'm trying to finish off a design, and then I'll back up all my files to IGIS and STEP.
There's a preset for that someone made where it automatically exports everything.
Oh, didn't hear about that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I used to use FreeCAD. It just kind of makes me feel like I'm going to step back.
Yeah.
You know, Same with Rhino. I used Rhino for quite a while, but it's too clunky.
Mhm.
The only reason I use Fusion is because it's basically like using SolidWorks, but without having some of the weird stuff that SolidWorks has in it.
Yeah.
So I've used SolidWorks and
We
trying
got
to do
ourselves
just
a
confusing
Matt
me.
Nicholas.
Hey, dude, what's going on?
Hey,
What up?
How's it going, man?
favorite invites.
Sitting and putt-putting again tonight. How's everybody
Uh
doing?
oh. I'm awake.
Yeah, that's about how I feel.
There's trouble.
It's not
Oh
trouble.
no, Justin's back.
Yep.
That's
for-
trouble.
Yes.
Oh, howdy, Brian.
What's up, Brian?
That's
How do you like that Modix?
I was looking at it. The Modix looks pretty good actually, but I mean, I don't know if this guy's going to go for something like that or if he just wants me to build one. Because the whole basis was that he wanted me to build one for him. But I mean, for $7,500 American, I mean that's just under $6,000, I think.
Yeah.
No, it's
No, it's like
6,200 and something.
Yeah.
So, like, that's not too bad. We've quoted him $2,000. So,
Yeah, I looked at the Modix, the Modix's tail end of last year, I think, and I think the only thing that kept me away from them was that they're all the way over in Israel trying to get replacement parts. Super slow.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Ivan Miranda made a massive printer, and it's not uncommon for me to, like, build printers. As you can probably see over there, there's one that's been sitting there for ages. There's another one behind that as well. So it's not like I think in total I've built 8 printers, all from scratch. So,
Wow.
But that cube's been sitting there. That was all leftover extrusion that I had. Because I used to build what they call the A8 frames for people.
Nice.
And I did that for ages. And then once again, AliExpress and all those Chinese companies went onto those sites and were selling them for cheaper. So I was like, oh, well, I'll stop doing that. And because I used to work for G-Tech doing their crappy Pro Bs and Pro W printers, it was really easy for me just to take all the stuff off of those printers and build A8s out of them.
Yeah.
So, and then they canned me and then didn't tell me why. So
It's because you're Scottish.
Agreed.
no, what really it was that now they actually just sell it to anyone, where before they used to repair them and sell them on, just as long as they were turning certain profit, because technically with a broken printer or a return, they're classed as seconds, what means that they can't sell them as brand new, and the company can't sell them, so they have to get representatives to sell them for them, where now they don't care, because they know that they won't get done in China for it.
Gotcha.
So you'll see it everywhere. Oh, we've got this printer really cheap. It's a return or it's a repair, and we'll send you all the parts to fix it. And it's like, yeah, well, that's what I used to do. I used to fix them, and if they were a perfect order, or if someone had just returned it like an Amazon buy, I would send it back to them for them to resell, and that was fine. Or just put it on Facebook or put it through a website and sell them that way. And then all the damaged ones I'd keep and repair, or just pay what their stocking fees were, what was usually £10 to £20 per printer. At one point, I had 138 printers.
Damn.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. And that went up to 186, but there was a few other ones from like FL Sun, and I had some TiVos in there as well, but the TiVos they were just literally, I had a G-Tech printer that came in that had been run over by a forklift, and it was sent to me, and they were like, can you repair it? I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, it's goner. It's like, oh, but it's a really expensive printer. It's like, it's a goner. It's been run over by a forklift or a truck, one or the other. It was literally, everything was bent. It was like that when it came in. Everything was smashed to pieces.
That just sounds like excuses and laziness on your part.
Yeah, you could have fixed that.
Oh, I took some pieces off of it. I mean, I cut one of the stepper motors in half so I could show people how they worked. But I mean, pretty much everything on that was just gone.
Oh man.
It was hilarious.
Tom, I actually don't have a thought on the switch wire because I haven't really looked at anything. People have shared a bunch of Voron stuff to me. I just haven't had a chance to look over anything. They look cool though. That's all as far as I've gotten with it.
The only issue that I found out is it uses 3 different methods of homing. For one different one for each axis.
Weird.
Yeah. Super weird.
I blame Keith because everyone's been blaming Keith online.
Why not?
So, I have a noob question.
Uh-oh.
When you're in a stream like this on StreamYard, and like I can see the comments rolling by, you have to have YouTube open in another window to be able to respond to them?
Correct.
Yes.
Only the stream host can
Stream
comment back.
master.
Gotcha. Like, I just didn't want people to think I was blowing them off for ignoring them, but like, thanks, alien.
I guess it forces conversation. But
Yeah.
you can't just type back. You're like, I guess I have to use my words.
Yeah.
Words.
It's like,
Yeah.
darn, I've got to speak.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, I guess that does make sense.
Yeah. The Voron stuff looks so cool. It's just, I have 3 friends who built the Voron V3.
V2.4, whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah, whatever the latest, greatest one is.
Matt,
And
the one Matt's making.
yeah, and the prints are awesome, and
Mhm.
they had a lot of fun building it. They just like the wiring was just really hard.
Yeah.
Because you have to literally do everything with the wiring. There's nothing is terminated. Nothing. It's just here's a spool of wire. Go at it. I can paste all sorts of things.
Right?
Just call me Control C, Control V.
No.
Oh, I need to find my water.
thought
Devin,
you
you're in
already
charge.
found
Okay.
Woohoo! The staff of power.
Devin's finally in charge of something?
Oh, fuck you.
Hey, where's my logo?
Look at that.
Even the preview.
Immediately. Quiet peons. That's what that was.
Quiet beyond.
Peons. No, it's peasants. Quiet peasants.
What's my
Kneel
best
beneath my
robot joke? I don't have that kind of power now, otherwise I would mute Justin.
Ouch.
Tom, I am so used to it. It's okay. My best robot joke.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
She's not going to give the reins of power back. You can see it in her eyes.
Sorry, I like being in charge. There has been a mutiny on the bridge. I have the stream.
Ooh, that's a
trying
good
to
question.
remember.
You would do by web link. So you need to have an app that streams the broadcast to the web link.
Who's humming?
Got a really cheesy, crappy robot joke. Why do robots like apples?
What?
Why?
Because they're androids.
Ah.
Yeah.
Boo.
Boo. Keeps the doctors away.
Yeah.
And robots don't need doctors; they need mechanics.
No, they need technicians.
It's like I've got another one as well. I'm not trying to remember it now. What does a robot do after a one-night stand?
Recharge.
He nuts and bolts.
Why was
Sure, I
the
got,
robot
yeah, I
angry?
got that right. Yeah, nuts. Yeah,
Filament Frenzy just booed you.
Yeah.
I know they're bad jokes. Like,
Saved me the vocal energy.
Ben wants in, Chris.
I gave him the link.
He's backstage.
Oh, he's probably popped in when I was getting water.
There he is.
Now he's here.
Hey.
Now we're with him and we aren't without him.
Like I haven't heard that before.
I know, right? Sorry. Had to.
All right, now we've got a party. Everyone, put on your party
Right.
hats.
Hold on. Here.
Where's Fotis so we can put on our party hats and have birthdays?
There's the party hat.
No, I did the last one in a hat. I was pouring sweat by the end of it.
Right?
I've got a perfect hat, an absolute perfect one. I think it would just do for me. Like,
Oh gosh,
And that's why those come with child label warning.
that's why you need to wear tinfoil.
More tinfoil. That's what 2020. More
Mhm.
tinfoil hat.
I'm ready for tinfoil hat.
Yep.
I would rather have aliens come by and probe people randomly than
Mhm.
whatever's going on right now.
I think that'd
We
be
had an
really good for
info session.
2020. That would make things interesting.
Someone needs to tell Josh that it's time to mobilize the alien fleet.
Yes.
Yeah, come on, Josh. You work for us.
Yeah.
He's the human alien relations officer.
Correct.
Coordinator.
Get it?
Gotta be politically correct with the words. Coordinator.
Coordinator.
Fine, liaison.
That.
Oh, he lays on? Yeah. I can see him do that.
I mean,
That
if he
is
wants to
legit.
lay on an alien.
You would lay an egg with an alien.
What?
Yep. You heard him.
Yeah, you heard me. You would love to lay an egg with an alien.
Anybody see
Okay.
its question there? Anyone know how to access the Octopi webcam stream in OBS?
I think
answered that one.
I think the only thing I answered with it was there isn't a plugin that lets you export to a link. So that's how I always did it.
Yeah.
You can also there's like
in your HTTP web browser thing, and then you link that as an output in camera, as an input in OBS.
because I used to do that.
I haven't messed with Octopi at all. Like I use Astrobox on.
I use Repetier host server.
I will get
Repetier
repetitive
host for me
server
is
when my
really
stacker
garbage.
gets here.
Ooh,
Why does
I want that new
this bed
stacker.
hate me?
My wife got it for me for our anniversary.
That's the nicest lady ever. I need to marry someone who can buy me a nice, expensive printer for anniversaries.
And
So
all
it
of
sounds
this
like-
filament, she just buys it all.
You gotta
So
catch more.
Ben's got it made, and Bob's got it made.
Yeah, you two could. You could as well, Devin.
It's a nice way to organize filament. It's visually appealing.
I don't know. If I marry Gordon, does it come with the mom who buys the filament? Or the printer?
She would get you gifts for your birthday.
Yeah. Maybe new printers for each birthday.
Yeah.
Milk the shit out of that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a requirement.
I mean,
Who's got music now?
There's no music.
I heard music.
There's just me.
I'm
I'm just spinning my fidget coin that I
You
of me.
would.
He's fidgeting.
Oh,
The outside
It's got what's
spins.
wrong. Yeah.
So I tried to print the clock spring. What is that? Like the pencil box that's like a Y.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. So everything was going fine, and it's like a halfway decent, beautiful print, but didn't print a temperature tower for this filament, and I didn't get any layer bond on the.
Oh, that's never fun.
So
God, I can't even remember the last time I printed a temperature tower.
I don't think I've ever done one.
I've done back when I had the Maker Select. I did.
and I usually just YOLO it, but everything was looking so good, I just left. It probably needed about another 10 degrees.
That being said, I
640.
after all of this time, I'm finally trying to print CPU successfully. And I went through, I modified the living piss out of my extruder on my old CR10, and I managed to successfully print a calibration cube. I've got some weird ringing issues, and the only thing I'm unsure of is that the top, like the infill is there, but it's shit, and the top completely failed to print.
What filament was it?
Jesus, man, it's hang on, I will go find out.
You got to get that Ninja Cheetah.
Ooh, cheetah.
Prints like
Man.
PLA, sort of.
Yeah, most of the TPUs do that when they're a little bit higher shore hardness.
It's a Trunksy cube.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Hey.
We got birthday present mom.
Yep.
Hey.
Hi, Renee.
Hello.
They're
Have you
trying to
been
convince
coloring?
you to marry your son.
Yeah, it was odd with these calibration cubes because I printed them in the past.
Yeah.
Not very many. I could probably count how many on one hand for other elements just out of curiosity. But I printed 3 of them, 3 sizes, all at the exact same time, exact same results across all 3, and top players totally toast on all 3 of them.
Are they hollow?
No,
Huh.
they were at probably 30%
Tronxy filament.
infill.
So it's Tronxy PLA filament?
Now it's Tronxy.
TP. Oh. Huh. Normally when I do TPU, I do like 7 top layers.
Okay, that's good to know.
Because it tends to be very stretchy and it takes a while for it to make a good bridge.
Does your infill typically look okay?
Yeah. Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, infill looks good. I have a transparent green TPU benchy right here.
See, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to keep fiddling with it till I get it dialed in. I've got 2 rolls of this shit. By God, I'm
Oh,
gonna
hello. Go away.
Benchy.
good. Holy shit. Yep, TPU is a new and novel concept. I haven't had a need for it in the past, but I got a couple projects coming up that.
I've got some Ninja Flex.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, it's still new in box. I've never used it.
Oh, I got more TPU prints.
And I've got ASA and PTG and
Oh boy.
Doing.
Is that from the filament that I got you?
Have you put
yeah,
the
this is the
vibrator
black
in it
Ziltec.
yet?
No, it's solid on the bottom.
So basically, what you're saying
This is what you need for it.
You just need
There's
to
no
slap
weight
it.
on it.
Yeah, exactly.
you've printed the next horn for Repcord's helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
No longer kid friendly.
It never is. It's set to
Never
18
is.
only, so kids can't get in anyway. Well, they can't. Wait, there's Michael Cassell.
John Mack.
Uh-oh.
Did we say penis too many times?
You
Frenzy
showed it off.
asked if the infill was thin and weak looking. No, it's consistent the whole way through. It's just not a consistent, recognizable pattern. It's kind of like globs stuck together when it was supposed to be just a standard crisscross.
How fast was your infill printing?
Same speed as the rest of the print, and probably printing at I think it was
Senor.
45 millimeters a second.
Okay. I blame
You have a
Renee.
different extrusion
Sure.
multiplier?
When all else fails, blame Renee. It's all good.
You know what I just realized? When the Mayans predicted the world was going to end in 2012.
They got it wrong. They read it wrong, yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
they must have read it
CNC.
wrong.
Don't you mean code 187?
Mhm.
Someone's been watching Demolition Man recently.
Easy fix. Set it on fire. That's the way to do it.
Burn it with fire.
That's how Justin
that's
does
what-
it.
Yeah, exactly.
This is like any new printer. I'm going to accidentally set my printer on fire.
Yeah, I needed a new bed, not a home.
That's Justin's,
Tim still has the bed.
I think we got another body backstage. Do we?
No. We got everybody up here.
So, whose birthday is it?
Photos Mint. Well, it was his birthday. It's probably past
It's Libby's
midnight.
birthday
It
too.
is
isn't
past
it?
midnight. His
Whose birthday?
in Greekland. Yeah, in Luby. Yep.
Train.
Oh, train.
Train him.
Choo-choo.
I heard that upstairs.
So,
Yo,
Renee, how
People
come
keep
the
telling me
box
that he's got a meeting. Thing.
No. What's her name?
I don't know. As long as she's pretty, I don't care.
Nice.
Money. Money.
Sunday is our anniversary.
I
How many
heard.
years?
Congrats.
12 years.
12. That's it.
That's it.
I feel it's been longer than that.
No,
So 12 rolls of filament.
no.
12 loving embraces before bed.
12 minutes of suck and swallow.
Oh yeah.
With or without the ice cubes.
Warkocki could send him 12 dildos. I mean,
I have 8
I-
printed, so
I already have 12.
He's
I
playing
don't-
with his nipple
There
covers
you go.
now.
if we count Dickosauruses, I have quite a few.
Wait, how many do you have?
one
What,
for every color that
Dickosauruses?
Pink Solid has.
Yeah, I decided to print a Dickosaurus for every color.
Oh, sure.
All right, good night, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Hey, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Night, Josh.
I need to finish designing my new maker coin.
I need to do like 25 things, but instead I'm streaming.
Yeah, I did
There's
so
lots of
much
things
today.
that I don't need to do, so.
I cleaned a whole bunch of the basement up, took photos of all the new Jesse filament prints, plugged a gap between some wood, the wood slats there between the garage door and the molding next to the garage door, so that way animals don't sneak in.
Mm.
I built this vase mount. I made lunch and I made dinner.
Well, you just on a roll today, aren't you?
I printed a Jesse in the new filament. I did
I
other
made
stuff.
a video.
Yeah, but we can't see that kind of stuff. So.
Sure you can. It's on YouTube.
Oh my God, you can't have that on YouTube.
Nope.
Yeah, I can.
Not approved.
You know what I made today? Drool. That's what I made.
You made some drool.
Yeah.
Drool's not bad. I prefer.
Did it land on your
gruel.
pillow?
Yeah. I've not done well, so.
It's the COVID, isn't it?
Nah, I wish it was actually, because then it would just go away after a while.
Right.
Ah.
That or you die.
I know exactly
Wow.
how you feel, Andrew.
It's just shite because I've had it for, past couple of weeks and it just comes back. It's like I feel fine, like 1 week perfect. Next week just feel like shite, and today was just one of those days. It was so bad.
Do you have recurring pneumonia?
No, but I've had pneumonia
No.
before. I had stage 3
Been there,
pneumonia.
done that. No fun.
Are you-
Andrew, what have you been eating?
Ooh.
How many things have you been eating that you're not supposed to be eating?
Nothing like that. I generally have pasta.
No, that was a super serious lying face. So,
No,
I got caught.
today I had what's it?
See, now you're having to think too long. Let's go.
Keto mozzarella sticks.
Well,
And-
mozzarella for one is bad.
Yeah, no.
It's
but
not aged long enough.
big chips.
Chips are also bad because unless they're corn or, well, even corn's bad. Cassava's okay. Potato chips are bad because there's too much starch.
Oh no, I mean French fries. There we go. Not chips.
French, but that's still potatoes.
Yeah, I know. They're
That's
starchy.
not good for you.
He's
Yeah.
from Scotland. That's all they have is potatoes.
I know.
I mean, imagine if he was in Ireland. He literally would be living in potatoes.
Tuna mayo.
With the intestinal problems that he has,
Starch is
sorts-
bad.
So those sorts of things can actually bleed into your stomach and cause you to have something called leaky gut,
Oh yeah, I know what that is.
which will make you very, very ill. And it will come on gradually and make you just feel like you're having a
Potatoes and
crappy
haggis.
day. But the next thing you know, you're
True. Everything is bad. We're all bad.
everything is bad. Well, everything is bad when you have certain things wrong with you. I have SIBO, which is people with Crohn's disease and stuff like that,
Everybody
don't
has
wish to
Crohn's.
have SIBO. IBS is preferable.
See, I had IBS until I started drinking the kefir.
Yeah, kefir is good.
So I maxed out on probiotics for like 3 months. Like before every meal, I'd have something with probiotics in it. So either a probiotic yogurt or a small glass of kefir or some old school fermented pickles or fermented sauerkraut, non-pasteurized ones, or kimchi. And then after like 3 months, I could drink milk again.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
I'm starting to take pumpkin seed again now, so that stuff helps.
I've been going on 4 years now, and I still can't find the right diet where I can actually eat something and feel normal.
Do you have a glass of aloe vera juice afterwards?
I'm not allowed to have aloe vera.
Pumpkin seed pills? No.
Nope.
I
eat a lot of pumpkin seeds.
Yeah, I use the capsules. They're like that big. They're actually really good. They're good for guys as well. It stops swelling of prostate.
Oh.
Ooh, I just tickle mine every once.
Yeah, just agitate it every once in a while. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
But no, it's good for.
That's the real reason Prince Stickosauruses.
If you've got gut problems, it's pretty good for that. So.
Yeah, but
Same with
the one thing that my doctor told me to really watch out for, especially with starchy foods like potatoes and anything that has a high starch content like potatoes, apples, things like that,
pasta,
is
pizza.
those fibers. Those fibers get into the lining of your stomach and puncture little holes. And if you get a bacterial overgrowth like I do, and like a lot of people with IBS do, it builds up in your stomach and will bleed through those little punctures into your bloodstream, which can corrupt your bloodstream and make you feel like crap. It makes you feel like you're hungover all the time.
Oh, that sounds
I don't get hangovers, so that's a good thing. I wouldn't know what one would feel like.
But that's what it feels like. It feels like you haven't had enough sleep and you're hungover.
I never get enough sleep.
No.
So I wouldn't be able to, once again, stuff like that, I wouldn't be able to tell because I'm generally
when you're old enough to get hangovers, you'll understand.
I love sweet potatoes.
I drink so well. I used to be an alcoholic, so I never used to get hangovers.
The sweet potato isn't as bad for people with IBS. For me, it's the sugar content in it as well. I'm not allowed to have sugar. I'm not allowed to have starch. I'm not allowed to have milk. I'm not allowed to have 99%
Devin,
of the things
you
that
need to marry into this family. Renee's a doctor.
No, I just have researched it a lot because I couldn't figure out what was wrong with me.
Yet.
The after photos.
Well, he's still laying down. He's not feeling good.
Yeah.
No.
And you're not getting under the cover photos.
I don't want under the cover photos.
He won't let me take them. I asked.
Air fried coconut oil, sweet potato fries.
Yeah.
I've got coconut oil in the other room.
Yeah, a lot of people eat sweet potato.
I sometimes put coconut oil in my beard, but I never eat it.
Yeah, coconut oil is really good. I put coconut oil on anything I cook.
See, okay,
and Moroccan oil.
Now that I'll ask again, now that Renee's here, if I marry into this family, does Renee buy me printers?
Yes.
One of us.
No, there's a requirement for a purchasing of a printer, and you won't do it. So,
what is that requirement? Try.
You got to do things that Bob does.
Yeah.
I ain't married to you yet. I'm not even going there.
Damn.
Wow.
Just say there's like very few lines I won't cross.
Very for printers, right?
Yeah.
Try it all once.
I keep telling myself to order an air fryer.
I have one.
I do.
Yeah, that's once you get one, you don't go back to oil.
Do you have a convection oven?
No.
What?
What?
I was going to say if you
Convection
have
ovens are the same thing as an air fryer. It's just larger.
exactly if you have a
I have a
convection oven, you
conventional
don't need
gas
an,
stove.
yeah. Yeah, well, gas stoves are convection. Like they circulate the air.
It doesn't have the fans for it. It's just the heat.
No, it doesn't. It's an older one. Then it
Yeah.
doesn't have the fan that moves the air.
No.
Oh,
Nope. Turn it on and you just wait for it to get hot, and it just stays hot unevenly.
Well, here,
Which I can make French fries in that. They're not as crispy.
A couple extra fans.
you know how you make them crispier?
Some awesome fries.
You fry them twice.
Well, I wash them in cold water first for a while, and then I dry them, and that's about my magic for making homemade potatoes.
But when you do fries in the oven like that, put them on a wire rack instead of a flat pan.
I don't have. Well, I guess I could put a wire rack in my flat pan.
Yeah.
What you printing, Justin?
Corn.
Yes. Brackets for a COVID screen cover thing, and trying to get the metal printer calibrated properly because it hates me.
And
Good.
put them on the wire rack, and that way the air gets around them. They don't sit in their own juices.
I like to sit in my own juices.
And then they'll be a lot crispier.
I am not very
And
crispy.
you were
I'm quite
always
squishy.
probably pretty crispy.
I'm always really soft and squishy.
I don't
Hardly.
know. I don't know.
Look at my
underpants
golden
that walk
color.
up the stairs by themselves. Yeah.
Look at that golden flaky crust, soft and squishy.
Yeah. Chris, I've seen your laundry.
Yeah. My laundry might be crispy, but those are the juices that come out.
That's the stuff he puts at the top of the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in its own baggie, so no one else sees it
As it walks to the laundry itself.
by itself. Yeah.
Right.
My mom always said that about my jeans. She goes, "You haven't washed your jeans in a week." I'm like, "I only wore them once." Yeah, but you wore them. You should wash them. I was like, "That's not how jeans work." Well, when it starts walking on its own, I'm like, well, that'd
when
be
it
really cool.
stands up.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Yeah,
as a kid, I just remember my jeans always falling apart after like 6 months because they would wash every single time. I'm like,
Yep.
You're destroying my blue jeans.
Yeah.
So
I don't wash the kids' clothes anymore. So
That's just glass half empty. You know, on the glass half full side, she was just trying to get them to the $180 broke in style.
that's right.
As a kid, I could do that pretty easily without that. I would just like play for like 20 minutes, and there'd be a hole in the knee and the butt pretty quickly. You don't want an uncoordinated child playing sports and riding bicycles and stuff. You easily get knee holes, and it's
Yeah.
pretty shredded. Yeah.
Yeah, riding skateboards and that sort of fun things.
Yeah, those were fun days. I can't do the skateboard. I did rollerblades and roller skates, then rollerblades, and also
Yeah.
bikes.
Yeah,
Rollerblades were way out of style, way before my time. So
roller
way
skates.
after my time, I guess.
Every time I'd start to learn, the birthday party would be over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had
We used to purposely not go to birthday parties if they were roller rinks.
we had
I'd love
3
to.
roller
No
rinks
way.
here in town. It was crazy when I was a kid.
Those were the days.
Yeah, they all had arcades in them.
Yeah.
They all had that same like video game flooring with like space shapes and circles that would glow in the black light that they had.
The kind I would kill to have in my shop now. Yeah.
The kind I would kill to have in my house.
Yeah, have you seen the basement in my Animal Crossing room? It's that flooring.
Nice.
Same.
He's just flexing. That's all it is.
Yeah. But yeah, those were the days. I just miss the arcades. That's me. I can roller skate or rollerblade outdoors anytime I want, but I miss going to arcades.
Mom, why am I so
Retro
tired?
Pie is not. Even have an arcade in your house. Like a bunch of friends have arcades and pinballs in their house, and they hardly play them. But when I go out to play arcades, I could do it for like 4 hours straight.
Yeah, there was a place we'd go to when we lived up in Vancouver, down to Portland. They got a big arcade called Ground Control.
Yeah.
I think they still do.
Still,
the guy in charge of it, Major Tom?
yeah, it was good. Good place to go.
I am not into esports. I do not believe video games is a sport.
It is
But
right
is
now,
robotics
that's
a
all you can
sport?
do.
Yes, it's a sport,
Okay, I don't have to punch you.
but I'm only saying that because you're on screen. No, I mean, they call poker a sport. It's on ESPN. I mean, come on, it's
Bummer, it's temporarily closed due to COVID-19.
Yeah,
With David Buster's forever.
I like Dave
Ground
and Buster's,
control.
but I'm not the biggest fan of redemption games. Like, I don't want to win tickets. I want to get the
Oh,
high
I'm all
score
about
on Galaga.
Yep, all about the tickets. Parachute Army dudes. Yes. No,
Yeah, esports means dude arcades were well, not really.
you know, last time I went,
They had competitions for high scores, but
they had
they never
this
called it a sport.
flight party. It was like
If you're sitting your ass down, it's no longer a sport.
hand-eye coordination, man. It's like being a race car driver. You're sitting down.
I take that back. Unless you have to be in that chair, because I watch wheelchair rugby, and those people play as if they want to get injured again. Esports, well, and there's no ball. I mean, how can you have a sport without a ball? Is this
Amanda,
this supposed to be my hockey stick?
You should come in on stream and argue this. Because I'll
Yeah,
help
thousands
you.
of dollars because idiot children have to eat nothing but Doritos and Mountain Dew, and they're sponsoring these tournaments to give kids another reason to buy things they don't need.
So for regular sports, you have, the special division of sports for handicapped folks. Is there like a special division for esports?
Esports is a special division.
If you have like IBS though, because then that's a whole different animal where you're like, time out, dudes. I gotta poop.
I mean, well, saying I'm wrong and saying you're an educator doesn't mean I'm wrong. You can be an educator and I can be right. I'm just saying, like, I had people that I knew that were professional Halo players, and believe me, it's not a sport.
They get paid?
He got paid, yeah. Yeah, he was in one of the top 3 ranked. He was on the top 5 ranked Halo players during Halo 2 and Halo 3.
Sucker's born every minute.
mean,
you can figure out how to make money at it.
But yeah, they make money at it because just like major sports, big corporations say, "Hey, we need advertising. Let's get kids hooked on something." They don't want to play sports, but they'll play video games. So they invented esports because you can get them addicted on all the stuff they want to sell them. And those kids are too lazy to play real sports. So,
or go outside.
Yeah, professional players aren't the same as esports. What do you mean they aren't? Professional esports players aren't esporters now? Lies. It's not lies. It's literally the reason we have professional sports. The Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bulls and the Maple Leafs, they exist because corporations are willing to use them as a backbone to sell their product to people.
Nike.
Yeah, Nike, Reebok, Adidas, Under Armour, Beats, Apple, Android, Samsung. Esports the video game industry makes billions of dollars. Esports doesn't make billions of dollars. Esports has $1 billion to give away to people. Yeah. Wait, it can't be second to the NFL because soccer makes way more money than the NFL. So, provide me documents. I don't have to provide you documents. I have ground for evidence. If I walk into an esporting event, is there absolutely no advertising? None. No advertising whatsoever. Literally, if there's a single ounce of advertising, my research is done. Come on now. Tell me, Amanda, is there absolutely no advertising at all during an esports event? Your opinion isn't document or research based. You just said esports is second to the NFL. NFL is second to international soccer. So that would make it third. So your research is bad because NFL isn't the highest paid thing. It's international soccer. No, it's not. I'm not filibustering. That's not even what I'm doing. I just asked you, is there advertising in esports? So good luck. There's advertising. That's how they make their money. There's absolutely no credibility to kids who can play COD all day. There's nothing. It's
like drone racing.
See? Company sponsors the Overwatch team. It's all about corporations getting exposure on the back of little children.
Oh God, I've heard.
Yeah,
So
and that's what I'm saying.
In all sports,
there is, and I'm not disagreeing with that. I don't. What do you mean? I have no clue. Now you're just saying things that aren't true.
But that's what he's
Here's
been
the
saying
thing.
the whole time.
That's why I'm saying it's. But esports is targeted towards children, and it's using the children as free advertising dollars for all of this nonsense.
Esports teams, all members have to be over 18.
Yeah, but that's still a child in my eyes. When I was 18, I was not an adult. I was not like, oh man, I'm going to save my money and do smart things with it. I was like, I'm going to still play video games and I have this shitty job, and I'm still going to play. I'm still going to buy a Doritos. What rules?
I mean,
It doesn't.
Chris.
The NFL has rules. I still don't consider it a sport. Like, again, what's the word for this? You're emotionally attached to this. You're always going to disagree. Take away your emotions, be critical, and then come back when you're willing to have a discussion. If you're not willing to have a non-emotional discussion about this,
we
then
can just back out. Do you want to bring Amanda in the live chat? I feel like this is entertainment.
No, I think there's enough room if she wants to hop on in. I think there's 2 more spots.
Oh, there's 2 more spots. I don't care if it has framework.
Conversation.
It's still not a sport.
I'll be right back.
By what definition is a sport?
I have to say there has to be something physical involved. Running, jumping, some sort of physical activity has to be involved for it to be a sport. I have a hard time considering billiards and darts sports.
Okay,
Oh, I'm listening, Amanda. I like having debates. I like listening to both sides of the coin.
Athletics with sports. There are many sports that are not athletic sports.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, athletic sports absolutely have to have a physical component, but there are other sports that are not athletic.
Yeah.
The whole purpose of sport.
The whole word sports has to do with athleticism. There wasn't sport.
So you're
the word
saying
sport was invented before video games and non-athletic sports.
So you're saying my 4-year varsity letter in robotics is dumb?
No. Our Olympic
there's
games. Ooh, wow! They are doing esports in the Olympics, aren't they?
If it can go 200 miles an hour, it isn't a sport. Yes, man, after my own heart, right there.
I don't know. Again, this is just my opinion. You can believe whatever you want. I'm just telling you why I don't believe it is or isn't. So you can argue with me all day long. I'm still going to say playing video games is never going to be considered a sport in my eyes. They can call it whatever they want it to be. It's not a sport.
And on that note,
again,
I'm going to go to the couch.
Do it, Justin.
See you guys later.
Table tennis. Yeah, I consider table tennis to be harder than video games.
Yeah, that's the truth. Definitely.
I consider cheerleading harder than video games. Being coordinated and being able to do all those things and being physically fit to do all those things, I consider more difficult than eating Cheetos and playing video games. But that's my opinion. Michael Cassell might stay in the chat this time. Again, yeah, Filament Frenzy busts out the actual definition of sport. So,
I mean, a sport can be is any source of diversion.
That's a hobby.
Doesn't necessarily. No, it's literally the definition of a sport. The noun sport is a source of diversion. It's synonymous with recreation. Could also be sexual play, and I'm reading this straight out of Merriam-Webster at this point. Or a physical activity engaged in for pleasure, or a particular activity that is so engaged in for pleasure, such as an athletic game. So there are multiple meanings to the word sport.
Zebra hunting is a sport.
Yes, zebra hunting absolutely is a sport.
So what's your take on robotics as a sport?
I would say it fits the definition of it. It fits the requirement of being a source of diversion.
Yeah, but I don't consider it an athletic event.
Battle.
No,
But
it's
I do
not an
consider it
athletic event,
a mentally exhaustive sport.
Well, then how come
It's
esports
still
can't
a
get
sport.
lumped into the same mentally exhaustive sports?
Exactly.
Because
hunting and fishing are sports.
Yeah.
Because they're source of diversion. They're recreational
Yeah.
activities.
I still don't believe just a diversion counts. So, if diversion is a sport, then staring out my house window is a sport, and it's not.
Tom, as a competitive robotics coach and a 4-year varsity letter in robotics, yes, robotics is a sport. We put more time and more effort into what we do to compete than any football team, any cheerleading
I
team.
doubt that. I doubt that.
My varsity team practices 35 hours a week outside of class.
Okay. And you do know NFL players literally practice more than that in a week. To then get their asses handed to them and bruised and body and have to repeat that all week. And you can't get a letter in chess. So, I mean,
You can.
yeah.
Yeah, we actually have to. Robotics takes effort, mental effort. Football is the same thing every single year.
It's not. It actually is a mental effort. Learning the plays, learning to just... The thing is, a lot of people are removing the mental aspects of this. Yes, video games have a mental aspect. Memorizing the maps, memorizing the spawn points, memorizing how quickly your weapons reload, memorizing how quickly weapons will switch. There is a mental aspect to it. But
So
it's still not a sport.
the etymology of the word sport, of the English word sport, comes from the Old French "sport," which means leisure, which is with the oldest definition in English from around 1300 being anything humans find amusing or entertaining.
Leisurely.
I don't leisurely sport video games. I leisurely sit there and play video games, and then get mad when people spawn camp on me.
But
Just because you don't do it for sport does
Well,
not
I mean,
mean other
yeah,
people don't.
and I don't think that golf. I don't see how golf can be considered a relaxing activity after watching people try to hit a ping pong ball 400 yards into a soda can and then cuss and throw their clubs when they miss. But some people find it entertaining.
Yeah. Especially social game. I don't care what video games are, but I'm playing some later night. Exactly. I just don't believe that taking things that children do and converting them into a money-making scheme is the best thing. It's like, video games are great as video games. I like the competition. I just won't consider it a sport. Want to call it competitive exercise? Awesome. I don't consider it a sport. I'm not going to be like, man, I can't wait to turn to ESPN and watch COD. Like, it's never going to happen for me. And that's just me.
And you damn kids, get off my lawn.
There's a reason why competitive gaming is on Twitch and not on real TV all the time. Like, sometimes on real TV, but there's a reason why I can't just tune into ESPN at 5 o'clock.
I don't understand either. There's like a generational gap there where I go, what? Like, there's a whole generation of kids that are now too lazy to even play video games. They just want to watch other people play video games.
Yeah.
What?
It's like kids with toys. They'll watch a review about a toy. You buy them the toy. They won't open the box themselves. They'll watch the review of it first.
My kids do that. I'll watch people play video games, but that's just because I can watch 30 minutes something that I would take me 4 hours to do, and I don't have 4 hours.
Hold on.
So I'm living
Did
vicariously.
Chris just
through
say he wouldn't watch somebody playing video games? Because dude live streams that shit.
I know, right?
I live stream it but not as a sport.
Busted. Computer says
But-
no.
Have I ever rewatched my own videos? Never.
Well, look, I get it.
You do when you edit
The
them.
thing, I just don't follow the purpose. Like the only purpose I can see in it is the games are fucking expensive, and you go, God, I'm thinking about getting it. I'm gonna watch somebody else play it for a little bit just to see if do I want to dump my hard-earned change into it. But to sit and watch it for hours and hours and hours, like my nephew does that, and I just look at him and I shake my head, like, play a game or go the fuck outside. What the hell is wrong with you?
Hey, Kit, those race car drivers are exhausted when they're done racing. It is a testament to
yeah,
their physicality. You don't see super overweight drivers in cars.
Well, competitive esports participants are exhausted at the end of their competition too, dude.
Yeah, but that's because they're eating Doritos and drinking Mountain Dew the entire time they're playing.
No, you're wrong on that one.
Because of the mental
the scurvy that makes them tired. Come on.
It's the lack of any conditioning that makes them tired.
Chess players are exhausted after
Yeah, because they have to memorize an entire history of chess in order to play.
Yeah, you have to lean out and hit that button all the time. Like, that's terrible.
Any activity that requires intense concentration is going to physically exhaust you if you do it for a long enough period of time.
Sure, but I don't consider sitting there playing video games for 12 hours to be competitive or sports-like.
Because I've had this exact same argument with my brother-in-law, who will literally watch any physical sport on TV.
Yeah.
But will not agree in 18 years now that racing of any form is a sport. And I just call bullshit.
So what does he call track and field?
I don't know. We don't talk about track and field. He'll probably watch it on the down day, but no.
Burning
that's
calories
not
is not requirement for it to be considered a sport.
Mental effort absolutely burns calories. And that's the reason why people that are engaged in things like competitive chess
Thank you, Chris Travis.
actually have to eat, is because they have to.
All right, based on your definition, shitting is a sport. This is what happens when you give definitions such a broad and unusable definition.
No, Chris,
No, it's a broad term. I mean, it just is a broad term. Sport in and of itself is just a broad term.
That's why they call it track.
The token 3D printing question: how many pieces was it? I'm like, what the fuck difference does it matter? You're going to slice it up into however many pieces you need for whatever.
Oh, I thought we were talking about.
No, sorry.
We thought we were talking about Chris
No,
Travis's.
I'm running through replies, and I've just lost count of how many times I've gotten that post today.
Wait, competitive synchronized shitting? What?
Yeah.
Shit diving.
Isn't that what girls do? I mean, they only go into the bathroom in pairs anyway.
Yeah, it's a team sport.
Wow. Wow.
And again, like what someone said earlier, like our schools try to make cheerleading not a sport, and I'm like, it's a motherfucking sport. I can't do any of that shit.
It's like gymnastics. It's a sport.
Yeah. You know, someone else said the definition is, well, we got framework and rules. Well, so does half of everything in the world.
So does band.
Yeah, band has framework and rules.
I mean, that's why we attach adjectives to sport, athletic sports, competitive sports, because the word sport in and of itself. I mean, hell, if you start if you're making fun of somebody and they're laughing along with you, call them a sporting fellow because they're taking it in good stride. It's an overly vague term, so it makes it hard to say, oh, that's not a sport. It pretty much encompasses anything you do for fun.
I guess I should
shit can be a sport.
Yeah, well,
gatekeep sports. Yeah.
It's tough. Like, again, I've met someone who was one of the top ranked in the world in an esport, and I can tell you without a doubt he wasn't very intelligent. He wasn't very mentally drained from playing video games. He literally just played video games, ate Doritos, and drank Mountain Dew, and he was just really damn good at Halo. I mean, his team was nationally ranked, and they went to all those thingies and did all the stuff, and I'm like, hung out with him, and I'm like, yeah.
So Llama has put it properly for you there, Chris. Esport.
Shit, why'd you have to say that?
It's a digital pastime.
Yeah.
I would consider it an e-competition. I can consider almost any competition a sporting-like event, but I just can't consider it in my brain to be like, hell yeah, let's play some hand egg ball, or hey, let's play on the Xbox and sport it up, guys. If I
You
called my
really-
friend right now and said, hey, you want to go play some sports?
Yeah,
None
there
of
are
us are
plenty of
like,
idiots that
hey,
play
bro,
sports.
let's bust open the CS:GO.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Who's bringing the PlayStation?
yeah, it's like, do you want to go play pickleball? Do you want to go play
That's
disc
what my
golf? Do you want to
kid
go
does.
play basketball? Like, what do you want to do when someone says you want to play sport? Don't even have to use the word athletic.
I try not to use that word. It's hazardous to my health.
Amanda, your background in education, I'm going to say this as nicely as I can, has nothing to do with your ability to tell me what a sport is or what isn't. This is my opinion. Like, again,
Yeah. There's
you're using something that has nothing to do with the topic and telling me that gives you the right to tell me I'm wrong. That's not how the world works. Like, I can tell you that I'm a professional gaming referee, and I can still say that it's not a sport.
Yeah, I mean, the argument, well, I've done this for so long, is irrelevant to this particular conversation. I mean,
I'm not trying to be mean. Again,
I think overall,
it's a
at the end of the day,
a logical fallacy.
it's what a personal opinion is all about. You know,
it just makes
that's
you
what it's going to be.
Well, yeah, and I think the other thing too is we
Chief, that makes you an hourly employee.
I don't have to have an educational background in it to say whether it is or isn't in the real world. I'm just saying in my world, it's not a sport.
Have to be a PE teacher full time to be able to have an opinion on this.
Ooh, a physical education teacher.
Okay, most physical education teachers are ex-college football dropouts that have nothing
Amanda,
better to
do you have
with their
16 and a
life.
half years in football or basketball to back that up? Or are you only going to use your anecdotal evidence from your 16 and a half years in education?
Amanda,
I can
tried that
guarantee
as a
you that when
reference.
I played sports, I worked my ass off to play those sports. And I guarantee I worked a lot harder than any kid who plays video games. Just throwing that out there. Like, you're taking your passion, your enthusiasm for something,
you're making the same fallacy that she is, though, Chris. You're taking your personal experience and making a generalization based on that. You can't make the statement. You can say I worked my ass off to do that. That's perfect.
But
you can't make the
But I've
generalization.
seen
You say, I
professional
guarantee I worked
esports
my
players.
ass
I've
off.
literally hung out
But
with a
again,
top
you
one,
can't
and that was my experience.
Look, you can't take that and generalize it to everybody. You can say this is my experience, and you're fine there. But as soon as you start making that generalization,
Then please send me a video of the
flawed
actual work that these people are putting in.
I feel like
because I'd love to see what work they actually put in. I guarantee you they're not actually putting in work. They're playing a game and getting good at and mastering a game. That's fine. You can say that. I'm not going to consider it a sport if you're mastering it.
That's literally all athletic sports are too. You practice catching a ball for 20 years, and you're going to be good at catching a ball.
No, I've tried to practice sports and I still suck. Yeah.
It just never worked. I am far better at telling somebody else how to play baseball than I ever was at
I guarantee you don't have documents and research for this.
I
hear this on Facebook all the time where they're like, this is all the document and research say this. There's people that tell me that COVID is fake based on their documents and research. YouTube is not a document. Mom blogs are not a document of research. This is what people give me information for. Just saying you have research document isn't proof. Share the
Mr.
proof.
Randolph for the win.
No. See, now Dave stepped in it because I got to argue that with Dave. I guarantee you there are more people making millions of dollars playing sports, and even like hunting and fishing sports, than there are making millions of dollars in the 3D printing space.
Yeah.
But that's because traditional sports are so mainstream. Only like less than 10% can actually
and that
go
is
pro.
That is the original sentiment here. Is it's an esport now because they're making money off of it, and corporations are the ones.
Oh, absolutely.
There would be no esports if it weren't for financial backing and using someone as an export or as a vessel for advertising. You have to. It's in the advertising world, in the money making world, it's called what you can advertise.
Yes, the industry of esports, the term itself is simply because somebody saw they could make
Exactly.
money doing it.
I mean,
No, I don't know what does making millions of dollars and the ability to speak have to do with one another, Dave?
yeah.
Mon-
But
some
money can buy
people
you
make-
underwear, and underwear makes you classy depending how sexy it is.
I hear the cost of my pretzels going up every time I respond to him.
Some people make millions of dollars and don't ever have to say a word.
We call them porn stars.
Well,
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Nobody in esports will ever make $500 million on a 10-year deal. That's
No, that will never happen because of the nature of what esports is. The industry is constantly changing. Football has been the same for who knows how many years, and it's not going to change.
Never is
40
a very,
years.
very long time.
That's the thing. Like the big contracts in professional athletics aren't that old. They date back to roughly the 70s, 60s, and 70s.
Minecraft sports.
And I think we should probably go back to where they weren't paid. Although, the NFL being a billion-dollar industry, multi-billion-dollar company, and being tax-free has huge issues in its own.
What is Minecraft?
Exactly.
Okay.
Did you really just ask that
Lego
question?
for people that can't afford
I'm
to
just
play
following
Lego.
along on the website. Right now it's
Okay.
telling me what Minecraft is. That gives me nothing. Why Minecraft? Okay.
Lambos.
You owe it to your students to bring what they're
Oh.
passionate about. So they're passionate about video
I didn't
games.
see
Yep.
I thought he said they get paid in lambs. I was like, man, that's kind of messed up.
No,
Professor McGonagall?
Does she turn into a cat?
I like Tom's equivalency.
I feel like that's a questionable source.
I don't see
Tom?
anything called framework. I just see things called.
Scroll
Minecraft?
down
Why-
next to the colorful infographic.
Yeah, and it's also in class resources. It tells you about the
infographics
lessons
are great.
and code with Minecraft as well. So it gives you framework in that as well. So
Framework.
Look below.
Yeah, not a sport. Okay. You'll never convince me that teaching children Minecraft is a sport. I will say that is a wonderful tool to get children interested in all sorts of things. 'Cause I've seen some of the amazing shit they do in Minecraft, like building clocks and making like crazy computers built in Minecraft. That's amazing. But I consider that education.
The presence of rules and frameworks doesn't have any bearing on whether or not something's a sport.
Yeah.
That's also
If 3D printing is a sport, I am probably like one of those D League players. Ever seen replacement players? If like Joel Telling and everyone that's actually good at this decided to
die.
To quit and they want more money, like people with me would get more than 6,000 views or 6,000 subs and would be like,
I was going to say, then there'd be the people that would replace them, and then Chris would be still waiting to be moved up.
Yeah.
Hey, but man, Keanu could throw that ball underwater.
He could throw that ball underwater pretty good.
I have dove where that was filmed. It was a quarry. It's a quarry in Virginia, and they actually have a sign that says, "This is where the underwater scenes in the was filmed." It's really cool.
I don't consider a sport a job. Like, well, okay, I don't consider it being a sport to being a job. Like, you can play sport just for fun. It can be a job if you want to get paid. Like, you can also, like, I do wedding photography and I have fun the entire time. So I don't know what
you. I disagree with you on one point.
What?
You cannot play a sport and have it be fun.
I can. We play pickleball and we just have fun because it's such a lame kind of game.
Oh, shush, kid. That was like a year ago.
We had a crying the other night for a completely different reason.
And it wasn't actually Josh that made me cry. It was someone else on stream that made me cry.
I don't know what developers has to do with making a sport. Like I'm lost at the things that you're saying make it a sport, because none of those things make a sport in general anyway. Like, there's developers making programs for my computer, and I don't consider them sportsmen's.
Yeah, I mean, me using creating an access database doesn't make me a database sports participant.
And you're making money at it too, just like a real sportsman would.
Yeah. And sometimes I even do it for recreational, but that's just because
Thank you, honey.
It's a competitive time.
Easier. Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors was on ESPN as Budweiser was hosting the rock, paper, scissors tournament. You would go to local bars, and they had to see who would win at each bar, and then they'd have a state tournament, and the top state players would all face off on ESPN. Arm wrestling is a sport apparently, and
yes, arm wrestling is big in some places. Bowling is absolutely a sport. If golf is a sport, bowling is a sport.
Miniature golf.
Miniature golf is a sport. I mean, someone's getting paid to be a professional mini golfer. There actually is a tour for mini golf.
That can't be your unit of measure, whether or not somebody gets paid to do it.
I know.
That's the unit of measure she's using. So
that is the measure of unit that's happened a few times here.
Okay. So. Okay, but consider this. If we go back to the very basics, esports, robotics, football, tennis, whatever. Same concept. There's an end goal and a competition.
Sure.
Each team has to work their ass off.
I'm not trying to be cool with my homies. It has nothing to do with being cool. I'm just giving you my opinion. Like,
no, now you're just being browbeaten.
Yeah, this is how I've been as a child. Like, I grew up that, football, basketball, baseball, hockey, lacrosse. These are sports. That's the problem. And I don't diss anyone who do. I was on chess club. I never called it a sport, but I was on chess club. I was taxing. I was on mathletes. I don't consider it anything easier than basketball or football. I consider it a different skill set, and you use them differently. But I don't consider it a general sport.
Take the same drive and the same effort that you have to put in towards football.
But why does it have to be a sport? This is what I don't understand. Why do you need the affirmation that your thing that you're passionate about is a sport? What about a sport makes it better than not being a sport? That's the issue that I'm having is if we classify everything as a sport, then what's the point of having a word?
But flip that on its head, Chris.
Because until I convinced the athletic director that robotics was a sport, he wouldn't let me have a letter jacket. Because until you convince someone that it's a sport, you don't get the same recognition among administration and boards.
That's the administration's fault. Again, the administration of colleges
it's actually a societal issue. Because forever, you were either a jock or a nerd.
Yep.
What I'm interested in here is the debate between the two, because I like seeing the two different kind of sides of it. That's what I like seeing. It's good. It's because you've got Dev there who's talking about robotics as sports, and then you've got personal opinions on what is a sport and what's not a sport.
Yeah.
But technically, you can't define what is or isn't a sport until someone has classified it as a sport. I would call most things as leagues.
That's true. A letter jacket you just buy. Like, I had the same option in high school as well. You can just buy a letter jacket for whatever you wanted.
Hey, man, don't knock my band letter jacket.
So I mean,
there was no issue of ordering one.
I said
it was an issue of getting the endorsements on it.
Yeah, you can't buy a letter jacket unless you are a varsity sport.
We didn't have that in our school.
Isn't that like the sport version?
Hold on. Hard stop. David Randolph was in chorus in high school and got a letter jacket. I need to hear more about that.
Yeah, you need to hop on stream and
because it's hilarious. In America, you got all these fancy jackets, football jackets, and all that. You know what we got? A red and white rugby T-shirt and a pair of shorts. That was it.
But Andrew, you're forgetting we're the culture that created the idea
capitalism.
of a participation.
No, don't you mean money grabbing?
Yeah. Because here's the honest truth. You know why football, basketball, whatever are more respected in those schools? Because those schools make money off the kids playing basketball, football, whatever, because they bring in dollars to the school so they can build shit. Robotics probably doesn't bring in a dime. They probably spend more on it than they should, and that's their fault. They should learn.
Do you know how many more state championships that my team has
but
won?
Do those state championships bring the school in $1 million? When you play football
now, yes.
I'd love to see that because
we have people donating to the school to.
I'm not talking about donations. I'm just talking about like if you go to like Ohio. Ohio's a huge football school that brings in billions of dollars for that school.
Okay, so
because they have a football
robotics
team
makes the school
without donations. We're talking about ticket sales.
It makes the host organization.
Yeah, here's the thing about college athletics, Chris. In general, with very, very few exceptions, college athletics actually costs the school more money than it brings in the long run.
I mean, here you go.
The benefit of college athletics is not in bringing in dollars to the school. It's raising the profile of the school to increase enrollment numbers and to bring students to the school. But it doesn't. They normally are a net loss for
you should see some of these schools because all of the like top college schools for any of these sports, they rake in way more money due to sponsorships and all kinds of crazy things. So,
except that's
Gatorade
money.
Sponsors that.
That's gross money, not net profit. That's a completely different animal.
The schools are still pocketing off of it, and they're still making billions. Some of them are making billions of dollars off of this, and that's what all I'm saying is no chess club is going to be able to compete with that kind of income the school is making, and they all cost money. Yeah, the football costs a bunch of money. They're paying coaches in some of these colleges $100 million.
And it's ridiculous.
And you're not going to pay the chess club guy $100 million. I'm just saying.
Why not?
Because it's the amount of money they make. That's the issue. They have to be able to. They can't just like take it out of students' tuition. There's no money. Like
they've been doing that for football for so long. Why not give it to some of the others?
Yeah, that would be great. That's what I'd love to see. I wish they would just respect them all as equals, but they're looking at dollar signs. They're like,
but if you want to respect everyone as equals, you have to classify everyone as an equal.
You don't have to classify everyone as an equal.
If you do not classify the non-athletic
that's not equality.
If you don't classify them the same, all the money is going towards football.
That's equity. That's not equality. You're not looking for equality by naming if we just called everyone white and not have different distinctions on people, you're not making it equal. You're just forcing everyone to a label and saying, well, guess what? Now you're equal because I say you are. That's you want them to feel like they're equal, not just put a global term on it and be like, here's your badge of honor. You've earned your badge. It didn't mean anything. Does it mean anything if they just call everything a sport, like chess club and badminton? I don't care. What's something dumb? If they call AV club a sport,
why not?
Why does it make them feel good? Like in the end, you're just giving them a trophy, and it's that whole trophy culture that's ruining. Like they earn something, but they should earn what they earned, and they should be proud of what they did. They shouldn't just get a free badge. Because it's like when my mom they did this to my mom.
The sport argument is arguing trophy culture.
I'm not saying that everyone gets a badge.
I don't believe that everyone should get a participation trophy. I
don't either.
The sports even still exist.
You don't have to love. You don't have to think sports are sports and also agree that trophy culture should be a thing. Again, I don't believe those people are doing amazing things on their own. They don't need the title of sport to feel like they're amazing. They just need to be respected for what they do, and they should be.
But until we are labeled as sport, whether it means something or not, if you label it as a sport, it automatically gets more attention and more money thrown at it.
Because the dummies shouldn't have to feel that way. I literally feel that they should be respected for what they are. If someone is an AV club and they're not being respected, calling them a sport won't make them feel really respected. Like
no, it's not about the feeling respected, but you'll feel respected when you get treated respected, and you won't get that.
And you should be treated respected without being called a sport. That's my whole point.
But you're not, so you have to call things like esports or robotics required.
But esports isn't a sport. It's kids playing video games. Apparently Minecraft. Again, like you're never going to convince me. This is my opinion. Like you can feel however you want. I'm not going to change it because you'll never be able to.
It always comes back to money, Kit. I mean, that's
Yeah, sports days. Yeah.
We used to have those.
Yeah.
The hell is a
I just think
sports
it's, I
day?
think it's funny that pretty much everybody in this chat,
Mhm.
right? If or everybody in the stream right now, roughly guessing ages, all grew up right around the time that the participation trophy things were. a
Oh,
thing.
No.
And so therefore, everybody in this chat, for the most part, except for Matt up there who's shaking his head. I don't know how old you are, Matt, but I was assuming that everybody in here was 50 or younger.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wasn't raised with that
Okay.
shit. We just didn't.
Yeah.
No. But what I'm saying,
But you saw
I'm
it.
saying is the generation that you're a part of is, and it's funny because everybody now we hear a lot of, it's these damn kids that got because they wanted a participation trophy. We never asked for
No.
a damn participation trophy. Our parents decided to give us a
Yeah.
participation. So blame your own damn
Yeah.
selves.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
I don't have much for it. I think it just breeds mediocrity. I'm all about competition.
Yeah, it's the same with like in the UK, you would have the sports league and the academic league. So we categorize it. So sports league could be tennis, swimming, basketball, baseball, cricket, tennis,
Rugby.
That's what I said. Jocks and nerds.
rugby. But then you had the academic league, what was spelling, mathematics, English literature. We didn't have robotics back then, but you did have applied sciences, what was biology and physics. And that was the two sides here. They're both supported. Don't get me wrong, the sports side of it does get supported a bit more, but they are both supported as equals in their line, but they are categorized as two separate. One's a sport, one's an academic league. So,
And that'd be fine if academic leagues were treated the same as
You
sports.
do
but
have to
they're not.
remember, though, you teach at a church-run school. They never are going to respect those
Anything.
things like
And they don't have
do
the
anything
same
else.
budget.
My dad teaches at the local public high school and has the same problem.
Dude, when I went to high school, we had awards days for.
the Roman Catholic Church doesn't have a very good track record on respecting
This
science.
is true.
This is true, but that's beside the point.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I just But
Yeah, I mean, we had awards days for everything. Like when we did awards days, it was everyone that got their awards had award day. Like if it was academic or sport, like we all just went up and had award day. No one was discluded. Everyone was included, and if you earned your award, you earned your award.
Yeah, but they
No.
discluded.
oh no, we had loads of people excluded here. Like when I was at
Yeah.
school, if you didn't work hard, you didn't get anything.
Well, yeah. Those. I'm just talking about awards day. Like if you earned your award, it wasn't like awards day and it was only the sports people, and then like they would mail the academic people their. Like I didn't get my chess club trophy mailed to me.
Film that.
It was everyone showed up and you got all your awards.
I mean,
That's how you build community. You get everyone
Yeah.
involved and
Yeah,
treat
but now-
everyone equally.
Equally, yeah. I mean, like I got an award for geography and science and history, and other people who were there would always call me a nerd. But then also I played sports as well, so I was on both sides. I could see both sides of
Same.
academic league.
I
And
played football and tennis, and I was also on the chess club and mathletes. So
Yeah, we didn't have football in our high school.
I guarantee you, I didn't work as hard for mathletes and chess, but I did well in both, and I did my worst in the actual sports ones, even though I tried harder in those. Because that's how sports work. Because you can practice as much as you want. Your physical limitations are your physical limitations. I am 5'8", and I am
I prefer
stocky.
this one.
I'm not going to be a good tennis player.
It's called coping mechanism.
Yeah, no.
So now that we've covered that sports is a sport,
But,
the question is, did Amanda disappear?
Yeah, I think she left after she said she was leaving, because I don't know.
Oh, Chris
what
might be
is
bourbon.
that, Chris?
Huh?
What is it?
It's
Fine, everyone's
it's
pouring
rabbit
out
hole.
alcohol.
Is Bob
Yes,
sport
Llama.
drinking tonight?
Yes.
I absolutely. I mean,
Wow.
I think that should be something that's televised
to
and
know.
sponsored.
It already is televised and sponsored.
Get the major liquor manufacturers together and have competitive
Can
drinks.
Well, it was
someone
like-
send me a bottle of whiskey or something? Y'all keep all showing off whiskey. I've never had any.
No, for
No, I think it's against the law.
booze. Stop freeloading. Jesus.
It's expensive to send to the US. I can tell you that much.
She's only 19, so
20,
It's got great
23.
I'd get you
so
a nice
here's a
18-year-old.
fun article.
Buy some real.
There was a really good article today
Grizzly.com.
about that.
She has some Grey Goose there.
I know. I wish it was
Yeah,
tequila.
No, tequila makes my clothes fall off.
I like tequila more than vodka. This is just hiding from my dad.
True story.
Yeah, you're a master debater there, Keith.
Masturbator.
Well, I think actually masturbating is a sport as well.
It is. It takes concentration.
It is
It's
physically
athletic.
exerting.
You do it for leisure.
Done for leisure or
Look at
recreation.
these forearms. This is from years of practice. I mean, Bob, show your forearms.
Fuck, dude.
What? I mean, he's right below you. He can hear you. That's all. Nothing personal.
Yeah, see? Huge forearms. Huge. See?
If you can do
Forearm
it on
club.
cam, you can.
Yep. See, Andrew, huge forearm club.
Oh my god.
You know what that is? That's just called
Oh, it's
that's
just
a
bad.
proper practice session for 3D print post processing.
Yeah.
I will
It's all
sand and
sanding.
sand and
It's all
sand,
sanding.
sanding. Switching this hand, sanding.
Look at this. It's gonna be okay. We got this.
Oh my god.
And
Sometimes
I'm done.
you got to get the two hands on
I
it.
got to get both hands shaking.
Because he's right-handed, David.
Yeah.
And that's the nice thing. You switch to your left hand, and it's like you got another woman.
It's
you
good
know?
practice.
You
Shake
sit
your
on it
hands.
until you sit on it and make,
Andrew
and
is
make
ski
it fall
poling.
asleep, and it's like a whole new person.
I bet he's fun at parties.
I was gonna say, so there was actually a really good article.
Okay. Yes, I do live in Texas. I assume we have Texas whiskey. I don't know. I've just never had it.
Well, you can go pick some up at the local Walgreens.
Yes, but I don't know what to buy.
Not
I've seen
not-
all of the whiskey in the whiskey section of the liquor store, and it's overwhelming.
Yeah, it is.
Do you get Mark Twain over there?
Just call me.
Yeah,
Mark
call
Twain
Bob.
whiskey?
Call you. I don't
Yeah.
have your number.
I'll give
How
it
many
to
of
you.
them would you like?
I'll give it.
10. Preferably starting with an area code first.
He is number one.
Out of
See-
10.
See, I'm a tequila girl.
Yup.
Do you like smoky mezcal tequila, or do you prefer the smoother, more flavorless tequila?
Smoother.
Yeah, so whiskey is going to be your smokier.
It
In
doesn't
general.
have to be flavorless to be smoother.
I think
This
Have
stuff's
you
pretty
had
damn good.
tequila before? Well, I guess if you go to like the actual expensive stuff.
the
I'm talking Patron or
Do I
Don
need to go get my
Julio.
tequila?
Price
Do I need
garbage.
to go get my tequila selection from the liquor cabinet?
The worst
Sorry. All I have is mezcal.
the
was
Kentucky.
Dan Aykroyd shit. The Crystal Skull. No, I guess that was a vodka.
Yeah.
My God.
No, Crystal.
Pop the
Crystal.
cork on it, and it smells
But the
like
Dan
vodka.
Aykroyd Crystal Skull is a vodka.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
terrible. Yeah.
what's up, Jeff? So yeah, so here's a fun article I read today that actually kind of goes along with what we talked about with the advertising.
Uh-oh.
CBS blocked a marijuana ad on the Super Bowl last year because drugs are bad, but they did nothing but beer advertisements the entire time because alcohol.
That's because booze and real sports go hand in hand.
Well, I'd have to be
when
drunk to watch it.
esports gets sponsored by Bud Light. No.
Yes. It's gonna be like Zima.
They brought that back last year. They did a limited run of Zima, and
It went away.
yeah, Zima's been gone for a long time, bro.
Yeah,
So
man.
that bottle that's in Chris's fridge is crazy.
Well, they
Worth-
brought it back.
Worth mad money now.
Well, it was like over a year ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Collector's item.
And then the local bar brought it back, and they actually had not jars, but bowls full of Jolly Ranchers, so you can add them to your Zimas like you did back in the day.
So a friend of mine has a place out in Central Oregon, and he keeps one bottle of Zima in the fridge in his garage. And whoever does the biggest party foul that night has to drink it.
Wait, what?
Without a Jolly Rancher?
Correct.
I can't do it.
No, I'm good.
First one to vomit
See-
has to drink it.
This is one of my favorites.
Good. Put down who? No.
Is there a worm in it?
No. This is a
Is it
and-
real tequila without the worm?
My favorite tequila, Bandolero, man.
Chief, we did not need to bring that up.
You can
Oh.
unbiggen me now.
Unbiggen me, please.
Yes, unbiggen me.
It's like my daughters when their clothes are inside out. They say I need to inside out them.
I mean, that is a word.
I guess that works.
The Woodford would probably be good.
Woodford Reserve.
That is a really good one.
It's really
I would
smooth.
say, honestly, Devin, if you want to try a bunch of different ones,
Buffalo
Talk to-
Trace.
go to an actual liquor store. They'll have individual serving bottles. You can get a whole variety and try a bunch.
Yeah.
Just start at one end of the store and work your way to the other. Nice way to spend the afternoon.
Afternoon. Wow.
Buffalo Trace.
You drink
is yummy
slow,
bourbon.
dude.
Yeah, no doubt. I was gonna say that's like 20 minutes for Bob.
That is.
It's free.
There are bacon flavored drinks, but they literally taste like fake bacon
Shit.
flavoring.
You may, since you've got a taste for tequila, you may prefer a rye.
Yeah.
That's true. What? He
You
has
just
all
chug
the.
it out of the bottle.
Do you want a straw?
How to
I mean,
add
that'd be
backwash
easier.
to your booze? Drink straight out of the bottle.
Angel's Envy is really good, really smooth. I like the Colonel Taylor. It's really good as well. Blanton's, there's a bottle of it right there.
But has
But
no one
nobody
else
has
ever?
Rabbit Hole.
No one else ever drank tequila straight out the bottle before.
I try not to drink straight out of the bottle because that adds contaminants to the booze that I don't want.
Last one.
I do not like Knob Creek.
Who makes Knob Creek? I can't remember.
It's another.
It's one of the local distilleries up here.
Yeah,
I
it's-
just can't
it's one of
remember
the
who it
big-
is. Is it Jim Beam?
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, it's Jim Beam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I can't do it. I bought a bottle that one time because everyone said it was so good. I'm like, wow, this is burning fire of lackadaisical nonsense. I prefer everything else.
Does no one else like tequila over here?
I've puked on it too.
No,
many
my wife
times.
likes it. I do not. I do not like tequila. I would much rather drink a brandy or a rum than a tequila.
Gordon prefers tequila, so.
Oh,
Tequila.
She just perked up again. Frozen Michael Cassell enjoys a good tequila.
Don't you spit that.
This is, I think, my favorite.
I like the one the other night where he was just leaned back in his chair, so you could tell he was leaned back, but you couldn't really see him. And then he had one of his
Don Julio is pretty
water
good.
cooling tubes, like up at an angle, kind of 90 degrees to his person, and was trying to bend it. It looked like he was playing with his rod. It was frozen like that.
Oh, man.
It's like that's the picture you want to advertise.
Probably doing shots of tequila on stream.
Well, what's fun is I think it's time for me to go because I have a wedding in the morning. So
Aw.
I need to be an adult.
You're going to be an
I was
adult. this
only
time?
going to stream until 10, and it's 10:45. So
Well, at this point, you might as well just stream till
Nope.
11.
I've
See,
learned that
Devin, it
lesson.
fits her head.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Gone forever.
What was it?
On that
Face
note,
mask.
everyone enjoy whatever sports you want to enjoy, and call them whatever you want. Don't listen to me. And eat your vitamins and drink your milk or something that Hulk Hogan would say. Good night, everyone.
Or eat your milk
Drink
and
your
drink your
tequila.
vitamins.
Yeah, however you want to drink your vitamins, drink them. Vitamin A is alcohol.
Eat your fruit. Keep the scurvy at bay.
Yes, and you have to have the no scurvy because if not, you'll be an esports player
Nice.
for life.
Oh, fuck you.
No.
We covered some really heavy topics tonight.
Yeah.
Just put them in the meat grinder.
I'm gonna strap this to your head.
On the next FDM Lounge, no more topics that are hot
Aw.
unless it's 3D
Really?
printing.
That'd be a first.
Yeah.
Damn it.
On the next FDM Lounge, gun control,
No.
good or bad?
No.
Oh.
Because as soon as you start talking about that, Second Amendment people show up your house with their guns. And they're like, try to take this from me. I'm like, I did. Well,
As long as their name isn't
I
Kyle.
don't even have a chamber to slide right now. God damn it.
I'm called Robbie Mack.
Yeah, mine's in the bedroom.
Oh,
My wife
no,
would kill me if I went in there and got it out of the safe.
I'm okay with Hot Topic clothing because I shopped there once.
Oh,
Shopped there once.
It came into style when I was already in college.
too lazy to make your own Misfits jacket.
Yeah. Remember, I live in the Midwest. If Hot Topic was around where you're at, it's probably because you're on East or West Coast. Because
I was going to say, how did it come into style when you were in college? It was in style when I was in high school, and I'm older.
we didn't have a Hot Topic in the mall until like 1999.
Wow. Yeah, the Midwest people, you're like 10 years behind the East Coast, apparently.
And the West.
We still don't have internet out here.
I don't care about the West Coast.
Wow.
All right,
no. Let me rephrase. The Pacific Northwest is fine. I consider, when I say West Coast, I'm meaning like southwestern California.
Okay.
Yeah, I consider that West Coast is not the Pacific Northwest.
But
That's
they
a
have better
different
tacos
area.
in the Pacific Northwest.
Matt looking at it.
Look, being a refugee that escaped the Pacific Northwest, at this point, I see absolutely zero difference along the I-5 corridor. It's all the same.
Pretty much.
It's just dry at one end and fucking wet at the other, but it's the same assholes from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Are they all named Bob?
God, sorry, Bob.
Battery operated boys.
There's those
Always
forearms
the
again,
exception to
man.
The rule.
God, look at those monster forearms, Bob. We should have a forearm day. We're just. Have you seen my beach ball? It's this big around. I think I lost it over there. Or over there.
Oh. I didn't know we were having a gun show.
Yeah.
No, that's for
I
next
think
week.
those have been recalled.
Yeah.
BB guns.
Beefy Bob. That's what Bob stands for. Beefy old Bob. Good night, Matt and Andrew and Renee and Tevin and Grubby and Mike, who's not even here, and Bob and everyone in chat.
That was a nice way to end the day.
Yep.
Ladies, though.
Yep.
Bye-bye.